When you did Daddy's Girl, you promoted the sneaker company, Pastry Footwear, and it went from $15 million in the first year to $75 million during its production and surpassed Jordan at Foot Locker. Zendaya rocked them.
You know, there were no sneakers for women by women that understood the design part, and it stood out. I mean, going to these Foot Locker stores and 3,000 plus people lining up just to come see us and us to sign autographs and for them to buy sneakers was like, whoa, this is different. We were like, what? We're competing with Jordan, you know, because like we love Jordan, you know what I mean?
All my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life, look, all my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay. Stopping by for conversation and a drink today is reality TV royalty. She was on the cult classic MTV's Run House. She's the daughter of a founding member of the iconic rap group Run-D.M.C, with her father being Reverend Run. She's become a mogul in her own right, though. A successful CEO, a beauty entrepreneur, fashion designer, top performing footwear seller, food industry leader, fitness enthusiast, a producer, creator, artist, philanthropist, media personality, social media influencer, an entertainer, an actress, and a mom, and now about to add music. Ooh, she good. She got an album coming out. Here she is, the very talented Miss Angela Simmons.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Unbelievable. All these titles and now music.
Yes.
We got the very talented and lovely Marissa bringing us a drink because we got to toast everything. We're here at 11. It's an unbelievable establishment here. So Thank you, 11, for hosting us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marissa.
You're welcome.
To everything that you've accomplished and will accomplish.
Thank you.
Salute. Ooh. So thank you for stopping by. The world got introduced to you on Reverend Run's house. What was that like, and how did that change you? Because you were very young at the time.
Yeah, I was 17.
So how were you able to handle all that fame?
I mean, it didn't happen immediately. Like we started filming, I was graduating from high school. And so we filmed it was like around my graduation time. And then it hit after.
Right.
So
So you were already done with school then?
Yeah, it was great. Cause like I was leaving, done with the whole school thing, had my good time.
Right.
And then it was like I was graduating and going to college at that point. So the fame and all of it all really didn't come until it started coming out, you know, one episode at a time. And I started noticing people are noticing me, and I'm like, how do they even know me? But you know, I mean, you don't really know what it's gonna do. It's MTV, and next thing you know, people started noticing who we were when we walked around. People who knew us before, you know, you just knew us because we were Run's kids, but not like to this degree. Right.
So now you were known as Run's daughter, and now you're starting to have celebrity on your own right.
Yeah.
But you didn't get to pick up any friends because this happened after you had left high school. Do you think it would have been different had you had this start in high school? Because you strike me as a person like, if you're in my circle, you're in my circle. If you're not in my circle, you're not about to get in my circle. now that my circle is already drawn.
I'm kind of like that. I mean, I just like good people, good individuals. And most of the friends and people I have around me, I've had them my whole life or like for a very, very long time. But I'm not sure what it would have changed. I guess people would have known me more than what they did at the time.
Correct.
But I'm happy it happened when it did, because I got to really live out like my childhood and like not be on TV. I mean, I was mature enough to handle it at that point, you know.
Were you popular in school?
I think so.
I
feel like if people in different high school, people knew me. And then I went to a really small school elementary wise. So there's 200 kids from K through 8. So,
Damn.
Right. Very small school. I was like, very sheltered at first. Right. And then by high school, my last 2 years, I went to a public high school because I wanted to go to fashion high school. Oh. So I went to Fashion Industries in Manhattan, and I wanted to study fashion design. And so my parents let me just change schools in the middle.
So how was that? Did you know your father was famous? Because like kids are famous, they just know him as dad and mom. Yeah. So they don't know anything about the fame, but probably as you got older. Yeah. So I'm thinking like early, like elementary school, you probably didn't have an understanding of who your dad was and how influential he was.
No, it took a while. It took the parents to want pictures. It took the going out and about with my dad to like Fun Zone. And they're like, you could skip the line if your dad signs this, or if your dad comes over here, and you're like, okay. So then you start using it to your advantage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in all these places. I'm like, Daddy, come here real quick so we can get to the front. Or I'm too big to get in the balls at this point at the, you know, the fun places. And because he was who he was, they let it happen. But it took a minute to really understand it.
So when you're out and all of a sudden people are coming up to your dad and wanting to take pictures and wanting to get autographs signed, and you look at him like, why do these people, you're just dad. I mean, you're not like anybody, because your dad's career, like, back in the 80s, I saw your dad perform at the Civic Center with a lot of groups, Run DMC and Houdini and the Gap Band and all the Fat Boys, all those people back then. But I don't know at the height. I don't know if you do you remember anything about your dad when he's at the absolute apex?
Well, I was born in 87.
Okay.
So we did go to shows with him and take the van from, I mean, these are stories that I probably repeat because I actually remember them. Like him saying he's going to, and I don't know, it had to be Philly or somewhere close because we took a van there. And we would go there and he would have us in the room and then we'd be on the side of the stage, which was an often thing. Like, we'd be at a lot of the shows just sitting on the side as little kids. But it was one show in particular that put things in perspective. I just watched him and I was like, oh, wow, throwing the mic stand, all these people. I'm like, oh, he's famous. People know him.
Yes.
But it took that show for me to see it. And then it took being, I mean, I must have been in first or second grade where I realized that people's parents were like, can we get your autograph from your dad? And I'm like, autograph? But that to me was the moment where I was like, oh, okay. He's famous.
But to see your dad on stage, I'm assuming, because as I'm watching, I used to watch Run's house, I'm watching him and I see his demeanor at home, and he's a totally different person when he was on stage. How different, I mean, when you watch him, because you had an opportunity to see up close and personal, how different is he? And Dad, who are you up there?
I feel like every artist has their other side when they're on the stage.
Yes.
And so I feel like my dad is that person on the stage, and I've watched it growing up. He get on there, he's there, but then when he's dad, he's dad.
Right.
You know what I mean? What you seen on Run's house is my dad.
That's him.
You know what I mean? Fun, loud, honest, always preaching to me, always got answers for me. But then when it comes to being an artist on the stage that I saw growing up, he was that guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I used to watch whoa, this is nuts, but he definitely holds both. I think everyone has that when it comes to being an artist and then being at home. Your
parents got divorced at a young age.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's hard on you because you're old enough to remember. You know what's going on. So you know, okay, I got mom and dad and we're here, right here, right here. And now all of a sudden, I'm going to still have mom and dad, but they're not going to be living together. And there's a great chance she's going to have someone else in her life and he's going to have someone else in his life.
Which happened, yeah.
What did that do to you?
I think for any children, for me, the split, it was hard at first, right? Because you're you seeing your parents split and you don't know what that looks like. Now it's two households, so it's back and forth, dad on weekend, mom on the week, or vice versa. But it was definitely a transition and hard. I feel like you can't prepare a child for that moment. It's more as you go, you figure it out. And I was okay, but I think, anyone with a divorced, split home, you're affected, right?
Yes.
You have literally two different homes. I mean, the perks were the two Christmases and the two Thanksgivings and being able to go back and forth. And you're I have more family now. You know what I mean? But my dad is with my stepmom, who I call Ma, because she's like a mom to me. And then my mom is successfully married too. And they've both been married forever. So we've had two great relationships to always look up to. And they have the best advice when it comes to relationships.
Right. Did you ever think what if he finds someone else and I don't really like her? How do I do that? Because I love my dad and I want my dad to be happy, even though it's not with my biological mom. But if he finds someone, and what if she thinks she tries to replace my mom, or she's I don't really like her or something like that? Did that cross your mind?
The transition that they did with us was pretty smooth. That we didn't have that problem.
Okay.
My dad, I met my stepmom really quick after everything was done. I met my stepmom, who I call Ma, but I met her quickly and I didn't have that problem. She was so embracing and loving and treat us like her own kids. So I didn't feel like that. And my mom is she's a real amazing mom and she's there. And then my stepmom came along and she was just adding to the family. So it was a great thing.
Did they sit you down? Did they say, look, mom and dad, we love each other. We're gonna always love you. Did they sit you down and explain that mom and dad are gonna no longer be together? How did that go about?
I feel like I had to be pretty young. I don't know the age, but I was pretty young So I don't remember that. I don't think that was the conversation. I just think it
happened.
It was a split.
Yeah.
You know, like I woke up one day and mom was going here and dad was here, and that was just the new life that it was going to be.
It's a scorching sports summer, and you can make all your picks on Prize Picks. The WNBA and baseball seasons are heating up, and with big tennis slams and major golf tournaments on the horizon, you can make your picks for all of these events all summer long on Prize Picks, a #1 sports pick app. With soccer going on too, USA. The entire summer soccer is on Prize Picks, all 48 countries, and every match. And you can rep your side during the tournament on Prize Picks. You can also win a trip to the final in New York. It's the biggest tournament ever, which means there's even more opportunity to cash in while you root for your favorite national side and your global soccer superstars. Download the app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. You grew up in the burbs. You had
What's the burbs? Where?
You had a nice life. I'm assuming that Run DMC was at the top. Like I said, they were fashion icons. I remember the leather Adidas. They had the shell toe with the big fat shoestrings, and they were all on the picture. They had the Kango hat with the black Adidas suits on. So and Run DMC was a very, very popular. They were selling millions of albums records back then.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure that you had a nice little cush life, and he wanted to make sure that your life, and every parent want to make sure their kids' lives are better than what they had.
Absolutely.
And so they put you in a situation. So how hard was it for you to assimilate knowing that your dad is Rev Run and you have great things as opposed to some of your friends that maybe weren't as fortunate?
I always say that I feel like I grew up very balanced, right? Because my mom has been a school teacher her whole life, and I watched her work multiple jobs, like eyeglasses place. Like she's always been a hustler. So I watched that. Okay. And then and then we had my dad's house. So when we split, it was like Queens and Jersey or Queens and different parts of Queens or whatever. But I lived middle class, and then I had also everything else. So it was always a balance, but I feel like that kept me grounded. You know what I mean? That's what helped make me who I am today, is being able to see both sides. Right. So when it came to other kids, I never had a judgmental heart or thought anything less or seen anyone differently. I just always looked at it as you have what you have, I have what I have, and I just never seen it as different.
Do you have a lot of friends? When you went to your dad, did you have a lot of friends?
Since we were still in New York, my friends were still, we weren't in different states that were too far.
But you went to an all-white school, correct?
So I went to a Jewish school, elementary school growing up. And then I went to a Catholic school for 2 years, high school. And then I went to fashion industries in the city for 2 more years. So
because you hear a lot of people, when they go to these schools like this, and you hear a lot of people say, well, it was traumatic because I didn't have a lot of people that looked like me, or a whole lot of people that thought like me. I remember my daughter, when she went, her mom took her out because she said, you go into this school, this is not going to be the real world. Right. You're not going to be, these people are not what's going to only be out there in the world. You're going to be around a lot of different type of people. And so I need to get you assimilated to what it's going to be like in the real world. So how hard, was it easy, or was it the tough transition for you to assimilate going to, you went to a Jewish school early on, and then you went to a Catholic school, and you went to fashion. I'm assuming fashion school was a lot different than
it was a mix. It was wild. Yeah. It was my first public school experience. People curse, and I said, maybe that helped me. I was I think I was too sheltered before this. I was what's going on in here? Because I did grow up in a car service, going to school every day. I didn't take public transportation.
Damn.
I used to sneak. I guess I'm old enough that I'm not getting in trouble, but I used to sneak and take the bus and stuff and train, because my parents, my dad had it where we had a car service take us to and from school. Wow. Yeah, every day.
And you wanted to experience it, what it was really like to take the train.
I was on Jamaica Avenue. I'm can I go over there? I want to see the other stuff.
Right. So did your dad ever find out, did you, he's probably going to, if he watches this, he's going to find out, you was doing this, I got a car service, I'm paying all this money to take.
No, the car service was for school.
Right.
So on the weekend, if you're trying to sneak to use the car service, that's when you really want to do it, because you had your friends.
Right.
But no, I was still taking I was happy to get on the bus. This is so cool, the train, this is cool, because to a certain degree, we were really still protected and sheltered. It's to some degree, I would say.
You have a very unique perspective because, like you said, your mom kind of Queens, and so you know what it's like.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to be middle class, and you know what it's like to be upper. What advice would you give someone coming up in a very similar situation to yours? How do you acclimate? How do you blend in? How do you become a chameleon? And like your friends that you had on your mom's side, that you don't make them feel less than. Because it's I mean, because they know who your father is. They know what you have. But you're like, I'm still Angela.
For me, I feel like I still had the same friends from every school.
Mm-hmm.
So like we just back and forth, like our friends could come there or there.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to like, I've never could make anyone feel less
Mm-hmm.
than, you know what I mean? So I don't know when it comes to friends, if I ever was in that position to feel like you don't have this or you don't have that, so it's less than, you know what I mean?
Right. What was it like seeing your dad go to like rapper, iconic, and all of a sudden he's a minister, a pastor?
I mean, we went with it, and it obviously helped shape me, like watching my dad become a pastor, a reverend. I was very much so in church 3 times a week with him. It wasn't like a crazy transition. Like I feel like my childhood, and at that point I was like a teenager, so I was just going with it. It's like if your parents are doing something, you're just going with whatever they're doing.
It's like he's still my father. He's just basically, he's no longer the rapper. Now he's Rev.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just, I'm like, but I think that would be very, very hard to give up this, I like it's a persona, but he was great at what he was doing. But he just like, I don't want to, I'm doing this. I got another calling.
I don't think that it wasn't that he's the rapper. I think it's just like another phase in your life.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like transition or adding a new chapter to your life. And so we just watched whatever that was. And now I know from a perspective of a woman who's growing, you're always stepping into new chapters of yourself and who you become, and you're evolving. So we were just watching that in real time.
Did he have a conversation with anybody? Did he have a conversation? Did he like, you know what, guys, I think about, I'm gonna do this. It's because a lot of times, like when you make, I don't want to say life altering decisions, but when you make career decisions, you normally, and I'm sure he had a conversation with his wife, but did he talk to the kids? He's like, you know what, I think dad is going to go walk a different path now.
No, it would have probably been more like, we're going to go to church now on these days. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to come these days. And we were like, okay, what else could you say? We live in the same house. We're doing whatever, the head of the house says.
Right.
So,
but it's not the first time. I mean, we've seen, sometimes singers, you hear a lot of R&B singers, they grow up in the church. You hear Whitney Houston and Kurt Franklin, and some of these great singers, they kind of grew up in the church.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever had a situation where it's been kind of reversed. You start out as like,
and then you go,
and then you go back the other way. Normally you start in the church and go this way. You don't normally start this way and go that way.
So the non-normal is normal to me. That's what it is.
Okay.
So when I look at it, I'm like, no, it's normal. It's cool. Like, no, I think I'm just used to it at this point.
When you saw the Drewski skit, have you seen the Drewski skit?
I've seen it.
As someone that her father is a minister, and some people like it's comedy, and then some people like, bro, he's making a mockery of the church, he's making a mockery of the word, and so what were your thoughts on it?
I think he's a comedian, and I look at things as like, that's just like his art and his creative place. I don't feel like, does he love God less or Christ less? I don't know his like religion, but I just seen it as comedy, honestly.
Because I think the thing is, like, comedians, what do? They take things that happen in their life, or they take things that they see and they make them funny. Yeah. He had to get this from somewhere.
I mean, there were pieces of it that you're like, okay, I've seen things like this. You know what I mean? So you're like, oh, this is crazy. I looked at it, I laughed, I was like, this is crazy. Yeah. But like, it was funny to me. There were parts that I thought were funny, so.
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite Unc Hero, host of Club Shay, Shannon Sharp. Everybody wants to celebrate the wins, but don't see what it takes to get there. And no one knows better than small business owners. Payroll stress, equipment breaking down, dealing with banks. That's pressure. That's real. That's why you need a partner that has your back. And that's why I rock with Cardiff. Cardiff been helping small business get funding for over 20 years. Contractors, plumbers, restaurant, electricians, real hardworking people out here grinding. Cardiff moves at the speed of your business. Their application takes less than 5 minutes with no impact to your personal credit just to see your options. That's approval in minutes and funding the same day up to $500,000. And we're talking money for inventory, expansion, payroll, whatever your business needs to keep moving. So if you've been in business for at least a year, making at least $20,000 a month in revenue, apply right now at cardiff.co/Club Shay Shay. Again, that's cardiff.co/Club Shay Shay. Real growth, fast funding, Cardiff. Borrow better. Do you think, like, because it's kind of always been like that, because you see a lot of pastors now, they preach prosperity. God told me to tell y'all to give me $10,000 in the next 90 seconds and, blessings going to be abundant. Yeah. And you see all that, it's like, I don't remember, I grew up in the church and I don't remember the pastors ever preaching prosperity. It didn't say, well, you know, and now you got to bring your W-2 and let me see if you giving 10%, you tithing 10%.
I don't know about the W-2, but I grew up in a prosperity church where they taught prosperity and they taught you about being wealthy and they taught you how to obtain that and all that stuff. So I grew up around it, but not in a way where people see it as like, you know, if you don't do this, you're not going to be blessed, you know? And, you know, I think a lot of times people are like, if I give into a church that's it's corrupt, it's like, no, God knows your heart. So that's how I look at things when it comes to giving. But I did grow up in a church where the pastor had Rolls Royce, but so did the you know, everyone else there also was obtaining their own Mercedes and the things that they want. So it was like sitting under a house that has wealth and you obtaining wealth as well.
Oh, okay. Because I think the thing is sometimes that people see is like, okay, the pastor, he has private jets and he has these mansions, he has these cars, and then other people are there kind of like struggling and with lights and things of that nature. I think that's where the
disconnect comes in. See, I grew up in the opposite. The pastor, the bishop's wealthy, and so are the people, the congregation is wealthy. Because you're learning how to obtain it and you're hearing the word of God and you're hearing all of these different things, and that's just, I don't know, it was normal to me.
When you hear the word nepo baby, what thoughts come to your mind?
People that like feel like, for me, what I take from it is people thinking it's just kind of handed to you based upon where you come from. I personally, like, I understand what a nepo baby is, but nothing is like, for me personally, been handed to me. So when people say that, I'm like, you know, other than the name, the title of like my family and where I come from, like, I don't think people personally see my hustle and my drive and like what I'm doing on a regular basis. But they're not supposed to, because the camera's not following me 24/7. But I think a lot of the times people think an nepo baby is a bad thing. I mean, it's great that you come from something that's strong and great. But I think sometimes the nepo babies are just handed something like and say, go do whatever you're gonna do with it. Like, I've been working since I was literally 17. So
I think, and plus, isn't that the job of parents trying to put their kids in a better and advantageous situation? And although the name might get you in there, unless your father, your mother, the family is in that business, it probably not going to keep you there. It might get you in the door. Yeah. But after a while, Angela Simmons' talents is going to have to keep her there for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Absolutely. I mean, I dealt with that with my brother, and it's like, well, you got drafted because of your brother. I was like, my brother don't play for the Broncos. It's not like he can catch passes or run routes for me.
Like, you're doing your part.
I'm doing my thing. Yeah, maybe the last name helped. Like, oh, he got a brother that played in the NFL. He's really good. Maybe he can be good.
But that's the good part. Like, we should be able to use our last name to pass it down. I would hope my son can then use the legacy of where we come from to walk him into a door. But like you said, what's going to keep you there?
Exactly.
It might put you in the room to shake hands, talk to individuals. But if you're not actually doing the work.
You know what I think, Angela? I think it's us. I think we look at it. We judge our own really, really harshly in situations like that. Like, oh, he got to, okay. Every community, if they can help their kids or someone in their family advance, they're willing to do it. Only it seems like it's us. A lot of times we frown upon and look down. Well, I ain't helping. The hell you say?
Why would you not want to help? To me, like, I want to lay it out for you. I want to give you the right blueprint. And then from there, you're maintaining it. You need to know how to do it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
There are friends and people I've come across, they're like, yeah, my parents did X, Y, and Z for me, but they still got to get in there and like work their butts off to keep it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get me in the door. Now, how do I stay in the door? That's going to be what you do to stay there. Now, your parents or your name or whatever might have gotten you there, gotten you to that point. Yeah. But they can't help you stay there because eventually your work ethic, your talent, your drive is going to what keep you in.
100%.
And we see this a lot with T.I. and you hear T.I. and LeBron. And I think the thing is that the more famous you are, but it's kind of hard. And let me know what you think. Like, your dad grew up in a very different situation than what you grew up in.
Oh, it was a different time.
his drive, and you looking at, you like, man, look at this big old house. I got my own room to myself. You know, I got a car service taking me to and from school. Your dad didn't have it like that.
Whole different thing, yeah.
But I love when I see kids families that really, really have it and they still got drive to go get it themselves.
Yeah.
That's impressive to me
I agree.
because it's so easy to just sit back and like, well, hey, I'm straight. I'm Gucci over here.
But I don't even think like my layout and the way I was brought up wasn't you Gucci. It's like you can do what you want to do as far as career go, but you're not just going to sit here and just collect, like go work.
Right.
They encourage like whatever talent we had. You know what I mean? I think there are some kids where some parents say, hey, you're good, sit back, relax. I'm not going to do that to my kid, but I definitely wasn't, you know, that's not how I was raised either. It was like, I don't know, we're like just go-getters. Yeah.
Growing up and not growing up, but like you said, you were a senior in high school, you started taping, and so you had that going on. How did reality TV change your life?
Eyeballs, people in my business. You know, reality TV, I think everything has a gift and a curse to it. And so reality TV, the gift is you have a large platform and you can interact with lots of people on the regular, right? That are organic people that decide to follow you. And then the curse is like people follow you and they just make up wild stuff that has not the truth of you. And you're like, that's not me. You think you know me.
Mimi Fowl said, from Love and Hip Hop, she went viral saying, you have to take advantage of reality TV and plan for life after the cameras stop rolling.
For sure.
I think that's with anything.
Yeah.
As a professional athlete, at some point in time, the tennis shoes aren't going to squeak on the court, and the basketball is going to go flat.
That's facts.
And the air in the football is not going to sail.
That's true.
And people are not going to applaud you. So now what do you do? So I don't just think that's reality television. I think that's with anybody that's in, say, like a professional sport.
Yeah.
Because you have to plan for after that. You look at the Kardashians, and I don't think they thought that when they started keeping up with the Kardashians, this thing was going to have a 15, 20-year run, and they built an empire,
Amazing,
$1 billion
impressive.
empire.
Absolutely.
What is the lesson to be learned in reality television? Because you said, like, yeah, I get more eyeballs, but I also get more lies. People making up stuff because you are on, and it seems more believable. Yeah. Well, she's out there. They had to know something. Ain't nobody just making up stuff. People ain't making up stuff on random people.
Oh,
yeah, but people don't know random people.
Exactly.
They know Angela Simmons, and she's in the spotlight.
Yeah. Well, something I learned, and I feel like this is something my dad told me, is like, live for the praise, die by the praise.
Okay.
And so to me, that's, like you said, in reality, it can be in sports, it can be anywhere. It's like, if you only care about what you're getting out of what people are saying, that's not going to get you nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's like really being able to extract yourself from that, right? Like, it's nice that when people congratulate you, but are you good when they're not there clapping?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, for me, like, if you're not clapping, that's cool. I'm here. I'm supporting myself. I got my team. I got my people on my side. That's the most important part. But always you have to plan for outside of just that. Like, yeah, like you said, the cameras stop rolling. Okay, what else? What's next?
Right.
You know, I don't have no cameras rolling on me right now, but a lot of times that's by choice too.
Right.
But it's like, what do you want to do? And going and fully executing it and doing it and following through with it.
Did you know what you really wanted to do? Because like you said, okay, this happened my senior year of high school. They started rolling. I'm going to college. And so did reality change anything about what you wanted to do with your life? Did it change how the major or what you did in college? Did it change anything?
Of course, because it gave my sister and I at the time when we did our sneakers a platform to do it.
Yes.
Right? So we started something there. We traveled the entire world. We're in Europe. We're here. We're there. And we're doing that. But that was all based off of being on a show that people actually got to watch unfold.
Yes.
So did it change anything? Absolutely. It gave me a platform for people to see me.
When you did Get Daddy's Girl, why was it important to promote? You promoted the sneaker company, Pastry Footwear. And it went from $15 million in the first year to $75 million during its production and surpassed Jordan at Foot Locker. Zendaya rocked them.
Yeah. Hailey Bieber. We had a really fun run with that. Like I said, we learned a lot. Business-wise, being 17 and stepping into something that big was like, whoa, okay. And even like getting the news that, our sneakers were competing with Jordan at the time. Like, we were like, what? We're competing with Jordan, because like we love Jordan, you know what I mean? But at the time, like, there were no sneakers for women, by women that understood the design part, and it stood out. I mean, going to these Foot Locker stores and 3,000 plus people lining up just to come see us and us to sign autographs and for them to buy sneakers was like, whoa, this is different.
Summer's here, y'all, and it's time for tall drinks, short sleeves, and cooling Tommy John underwear. When it gets hot, and I mean really, really hot, I'm ready for Tommy John's underwear. It's the foundation of every summer fit I wear because I need a base layer that breathes. Can't be showing up sweating like I just ran a marathon. I need to be cool, collected, and confident. Tommy John provides the perfect fit, up to 4 times more stretch than competing brands, and moisture wicking for sweat management. It's like I have my own AC. Every pair of Tommy John that I own looks great, feel great, moves with me, not against me. So there's zero chafe whether I'm sitting in the studio or hitting the gym. With Tommy John underwear, there's nothing to lose because the first purchase is covered by the best pair guarantee. So if you're not happy, they'll make it right. With over 30 million sold, there are thousands of guys out there more comfortable than you are right now. I'm one of them. I love my Tommy John because Tommy John is comfort perfected. Go to TommyJohn.com today to save 25% off your first order. Code Shay. That's code Shay, S-H-A-Y, S-H-A-Y. Don't short me. You got to say it twice. How powerful of a medium is reality television?
It's definitely powerful. I do feel like television is changing now, like where we're at and how it's being done, and there's streaming and there's so many different avenues now, but it's powerful because you control your, you have your audience. It's not just people tune in to watch what you're talking about, basically. So I do feel like it's powerful.
How real is reality television?
Depends on the show.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because normally, like, you don't normally have cameras. They don't normally say action, cut. That's not how life works. You get up and you go and you do what you do what you do. Yeah. And it's like, man, do they really behave like this? Because you see some and all they're doing is carrying on, and then you see some, it's like, okay. And it seems like the more entertaining, people want to be entertained.
Smoke and mirrors, I think, with some of the shows. Okay. Like, our show was family driven, so very like, it was real dynamic. I mean, maybe that day we were meeting at the dog store for me to pick up a dog, but what was happening in that store at the time is real, and there's a real dynamic, and I'm with my real family. When you see some of these other things that may seem like a little crazy, I mean, some of it's contrived and some of it's not. It's you just got to figure out what show you're watching.
Growing up hip hop, you pitched and produced the show Cast Member Growing Up Hip Hop. Have you always wanted to be like your father's was in the business, but like a producer and behind the camera? Is that, I mean, what did you, let me ask you quickly. What did you go to fashion school? Obviously you went to fashion school. So you wanted to be a designer? What did you want to be doing?
So a design is like what I decided I knew I loved, like creatively. But then, like, once I'd done Run's house, just seeing the cameras behind the scenes and how it works. And next thing you know, you do it so many seasons in, you like, I could run this whole thing. Like, I know how to get behind and produce this. I know where this camera should be. I know that this is continuity. Like, you just know how to do it. And so when it came to creative ideas for Grown Up Hip Hop, I was like, how do we get together all of these different people who walk these different parts of life when it comes to, having an icon as your mom, dad, or whoever it may be, and coming together and seeing what that looks like. But creatively, like, it just naturally, these are things, like, everything I do, I feel like naturally just comes to me. It's like something that I've been around and I perfect and I learn, and that's how I get there.
How was that experience?
Different. It was different, right? Because I feel like, when I first started the season for Grown Up Hip Hop, I had intentions of it being one way, and then when all of the little like fighting and stuff happened, like I wasn't into it no more. You probably didn't see me on the show that much after that. But I think mixing a bunch of people, it can get messy if you guys are not super close. And so I'm not into messy reality, and I'm not into messy, period. So
you're like, I'm too grown for that.
Yeah, I don't do that. I got a son. I got other things going on. I don't want no mess. But it was an interesting ride, I would say. I mean, I think there was the ups, the highs and the lows. I loved when my sister and my brother were on it because, again, that's like home. Yeah, so being able to have them on the show with me, I feel like was a really good part. I feel like that show followed a lot of my life that was happening in real time, and it was a lot.
It's interesting. Like, when you did Reverend Run's house, is it a situation where, like, they give your father X amount of dollars and he distributed, or did you negotiate because you're like 17, 18 years old, you're like, okay.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. the deals and negotiations for that, it come through like, like it would go through like my dad and like they would do it like that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you're like, you know what, Dad, I think I've been due for a raise, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, no. I mean, we were well taken care of and everything was given to us what we needed, but no, I didn't do it like that.
Growing up with your father, obviously you have nice. So did your friends look at you as like, well, you got this. Did y'all go to skating parties? Did y'all do things together as like, because like, I mean, Arjanae said Lil Wayne, her father would send her money and she would like treat the other kids. Were you as generous with your fathers?
Well, the fun for me was like when they would come stay at my house because we had like the basketball court and the bowling alley.
Oh, you had friends over?
Yeah. They would prefer me not to do sleep. Like, you bring them over here. You know what I mean? So, like, my friends that were close to me would come sleep over, and that's when the fun would happen.
Right.
Like, when I had my graduation, my dad let me do the whole big graduation party in the back. Like, so I would just bring people over, like the ones that are close.
Right. Did you ever spend the night at friends' home?
Yeah, I had, like, a friend I was best friends with. My mom probably and my dad, they let me, like, sleep over one girl's house, and that was it. For the most part, the answer is no. They can come here. Really? Yeah. They funny with that. I understand now. I have my own, so I get it. It's like, I don't know what's going on in these people's houses, but I want to. No. Right. They can come here.
Do your son sleep over? Hey, does he have a friend, a best friend?
Family. He can stay at family's house.
That's it.
I mean, like, he has a lot of god brothers and cousins and stuff, so those houses. But other than that, I would say, I can come over here.
Growing up with the Simmons last name, being on television, a lot of opportunity to date come your way. Some good intentions, some bad intentions.
Yikes!
Were there more good or bad intentions?
I don't know. It's probably a mix, right? I think you don't find out about the bad intentions too deep in. Especially when you're young. Like, when you're young, it's like everything's cool. Like, yeah, sure, yeah. No, now you're
and everything sounds good at the time. You're like,
young.
Oh yeah. So how did you like find your way through that, Angela? It's not easy.
Well, my sister's 4 years older than me, so I had her as a navigating partner, Vanessa, and so like I feel like she was really helpful when it came to those things because I would always run stuff by her or she'd run stuff by me, but I was watching what she was doing. Like, okay, how's she moving? Right. Because like I would go out with her ahead of time, but I would say that she was helpful when it came to navigating like dating. And then like, I'll say my sister was really a part of that.
Bow Wow was on growing up hip hop, and you guys have a history. His mom holds you in very high regard.
She's awesome.
She holds you in very high regard. And even he said she's ring worthy.
Oh, that's really nice. I didn't know that.
What is that? I mean, think about it. Like you said, you didn't know that. So what does that mean to you that she's ring worthy? Because I think the perception is not everybody says they want to get married and nobody's really, I mean, there are, but you date or you do whatever you do. When someone says, man, Angela Simmons, she's ring worthy, how does that make you feel?
That's nice. I like that. I mean, I know I will one day be an amazing wife. So that makes me happy that, a man can see that. So I would say that makes me feel good.
Is it true? A part of the reason you guys went your separate ways is that you was a virgin and wanted to maintain the virgin, wanted to maintain your virginity and your purity until you got married. Yeah. And you were able to do that until you were 28.
Yeah, that's real.
28?
Yeah.
20? Hello. Yeah. Did you go to a nun? Did you not go out? Did you not kiss? I'm like, damn, man, how you do 28?
Yeah, I was 28.
But I'm like, I mean, think about it. 17, and I got teenage daughter. I had teenage daughters, so I know the boy thing is real. And late teenage and early 20s and all your friends, and you see everybody doing this. And
I didn't care. So the real thing is like my dad, and I hold my dad in a very, very high regard.
Oh, okay.
He sat me down. I had to be like, I'm gonna go back to 17 or 18. And he was like, he sat me and my sister down. He was like, I want you guys, to hold out, to wait, and da-da-da. And I just took it to heart. And then one day I remember going to church and they were discussing all of these things about waiting to marriage. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. So it went from like my dad telling me to like hearing it in church. And then I was like, I'm just gonna wait until I meet the right person like for marriage. Oh, wow. And then time kept ticking and I was like, dang, I'm 28. This is crazy. But yeah, I waited until then. And that, you asked me 2 questions. I'm like, wait, I went from that to this.
Yeah, because like when someone says that you're ring worthy, and it seems to be, but you're the perfect person I want to ask. Do all women, is it the ring, is it the ceremony, or is it the part of being a wife? Because there's more to being a wife than just getting a ring.
It's bigger than the
ceremony.
ring. It's the life you're going to have with that person. You know what I mean? It's the unity underneath God. I think there's so many legs to it. I mean, having that is like, it's a commitment. Like, let's make a commitment in front of God.
Do people understand that?
I don't know about now. I'll be looking at people like, no, some girls maybe just want a ring. I want more than a ring.
Right.
Having a ring to me, like if your relationship's not together, I don't want the ring. Like I want to walk around proud with my commitment, with my ring on my hand, because I know I love my man, and I don't think anything's perfect, but at the same time, like this shows that we locked in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you with me, I'm with you, and I don't know, that publicly shows something. Right. We know we locked in before the ring, because obviously to get to that point, you had to know that you were going to be together.
It's Young here. Let me tell you something. There are moves and then there are power moves, like when a coach steps in and changes the culture overnight. A power move when a quarterback leaves a team that's a champion and he goes to another team and they become a champion. Yeah, that's a power move. Or when a basketball player pulls up from the logo and before you know it, power move happens. That's what unks love. And you know what else is a power move? Hiring Morgan & Morgan. They're the largest injury law firm in America. Over 100 offices, over 1,000 lawyers, and they've recovered $30 billion for over 500,000 clients. I'm talking real wins too. $6.1 million in Florida when the offer was only $100K. $29.5 million in Georgia. $10.6 million in Nashville. So if you're injured because someone else messed up, don't play around with it. You deserve to get paid. Make a power move. Check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. Go to forthepeople.com/Shannon or dial pound law. That's pound 529 with your cell phone. That's FOR thepeople.com/Shannon or pound law. This is a paid advertisement. You have a great role model. You have great role models on what a wonderful marriage should look like and how it should be. Obviously, nobody is 100% happy all the time.
No.
There's work that's involved.
Yeah.
But you've had both parents on both sides. You said been in long-term relationships after their original divorce. Marriages after their previous marriages. Mm-hmm. So you understand what it takes, and you understand. Yeah, there've been times that my mom and my stepmom, my dad and my stepmom, or my mom and my stepdad. But they work it out.
But you know what's crazy is like even both sides, like my mom and my stepdad, Alfonsi, and my dad and my stepmom, they've never showed, like we didn't really see.
They don't do that in front of you.
Mm-mm. We not seen that. Like I always seen like unity. I mean, if they ever were having an argument, they would not do that in front of us. Like,
wow.
So we seen like, for me, I remember seeing like really good, healthy relationships when it comes to those marriages. Like,
wow. Marriage. Would you ever spin the block and marry an ex?
If it makes sense. Why do I ask this? If it makes sense.
What do you mean it makes sense?
I don't, because I don't put like no hold on myself to say what I would and won't do. Like think about it. Like I want to wait till I was married and I have a kid, and like just thinking about my life and what I've said as a younger person, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then you look up, didn't do it like that. So like I will be lying to myself if I don't say, I don't know. I don't necessarily have intentions to say, look, let me go be with this person. I'm gonna marry them, but you never know. Right. Like it could be.
So you were able to wait until you were 28 years of age.
Yeah.
If someone's like, Angela, how did you do it? Because I'm sure women have come up to you and asked, well, how were you able to do it? How were you able to maintain a relationship, maintain relationships, and still like, because guys we look at like, baby, if you really love me, let your boy do that.
Yeah, I feel like I had a lot of great reasons to change my mind along the way, right? And I was like, nope, I'm holding out. And I was in long-term relationships in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had guys that was in long-term relationships, and I'm like thinking after fact, like they really waited. That's crazy. But and they weren't the one, so I don't know. But
I mean, you don't know, they might have been great.
I don't know.
I mean, the stomach hurt now. You're like, oh, Lord have mercy.
I I don't know. I mean, I even look at myself like, wow, I have strong willpower, but I know that about myself. Like, if I want to do something, I'm locking in, I'm doing it. That's it. Nobody can take me left or right. So when it came to that, I was like, this is the commitment I'm making, and that's it, and I'm sticking to it.
So you were in a relationship when you finally did it. Once you finally had, you had sex.
I got engaged.
You got engaged, and so if you get mad at your partner, you say, nah, ain't nothing happening here this night. Ain't nothing happening here this week. You stand on that, huh?
What do you mean? What happening?
Ain't nothing going on. Let's just say you get mad at your partner.
Yeah.
And sometimes, guys, like makeup, that's the best.
Okay.
And you like, nah, that ain't going down, partner.
Well, who say it's not going down?
Oh, so you could be mad at him. So you mad at him, not him.
No, here's my thing about even arguments in a relationship. If we staying together, some point we got to get over it. So I just want to get over it. Like,
so you want to get out and help you get over it quicker.
Let's be over it. Like, what's the problem? Can we get to the middle of it? And then I'm like, okay, like, what we gonna go eat? What we gonna go do? Like, I'm not trying to stay mad.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't want to go to bed mad. I don't want to be mad. You can have a little space, and then can we please come back and fix the problem? That's my thing.
But was it hard in your early 20s? Because a lot of your friends, and you see a lot of people in their 20s, that's when they maybe experiment with certain things and they find out a lot about themselves. But it seems to me you already knew about who you were and what you wanted to be and who you wanted to be. So you know what? Nah, doing that ain't going to tell me anything more about myself than I already know.
I felt confident with my decision. Okay. You know what I mean? I think that it happened for a reason. I got to openly, freely date knowing that I'm not doing that too. So it was like, cool. Like, I got to really know people too. I think it teaches you how to really get to know somebody without that on the table too. So.
But then you ended up you get into a relationship and you end up having a child at 29, correct?
No, 28.
28.
Well, was I 29? No, I turned 20. Well, don't get me lying. It's 28 or 29. Either way, I got engaged, had a baby at 28.
Right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, your child's father ended up succumbing to gun violence. How difficult of a situation because now you're like, all my life, I've waited 28 years to be in this relationship and to have this relationship. And this is what God sent me. He sent me this man. And this is everything that I've always wanted. And to have it so tragically taken away.
It's so many layers to that. We actually weren't together when it happened. We had broken up, but it's one of those things that to me to this day is so surreal because it's like, I could have never imagined that this would be my story. You know what I mean? And then the hardest part, is looking at your son and knowing that would have been his best friend. They would have been, he's so much like his dad when it comes to certain things. From my son likes interior decorating, my son likes cooking, my son likes clothing, my son likes just so many things that his dad would like, but I could have never seen this that happening to me. But it's very hard. It's an ongoing thing. It's grief. It's a lot.
How difficult was it to receive that phone call, even though you guys weren't together at the time?
Horrible. I remember where I was at. I remember the feeling. I remember that was the first time that I realized oh wow, this is what people mean when you feel numb. My body physically felt numb when I got that news, for days. I was waking up every day and I'm like, this can't be real.
Right.
This can't be my story. And then my son's name is his father's name. So I was like, how am I going to say that name and not think of his dad every time I say it? How am I going to do it? So going to therapy was the only thing that helped me.
Do you still call him by his father's name, or do you call him Deuce, or you call him?
His name is SJ. Well, his name is Sutton. His nickname is SJ because his middle name is Joseph. I'm named after my dad.
Okay.
So it's Sutton Joseph. But he prefers that, in school, he's he likes people to call him Sutton. At home, SJ. He's very specific about his name. But I call him usually SJ, and sometimes I'll say Sutton, but SJ for the most part.
Unfortunately, the internet beat him to telling the story of his father and how he passed, because I would assume that you were kind of waiting to the right time that you felt.
I thought 9-10 to tell him, I didn't know he would look that up. And
how did he know? Do you think someone told him, or he's just an inquisitive kid?
He was inquisitive he's been inquisitive since 3. He would tell, and I would say, somebody did something really bad to him, and, you don't want to share those details with a kid, but he looked it up himself. He would even tell like my son's mother, he would tell her like, you guys can tell me like what happened to my dad. At like 3, 4, he's asking these questions and we're like, we can't, how do we as a family tell him what happened without it affecting him? Wow. So no, like I didn't realize that there was no perfect way or time to tell him, like what happened.
So when he found out, I'm assuming he came to you and like
called me. I was on my way to an event and he called me crying, bawling. They were like, he's upset. He sees that his dad was shot. Like, he's like, why did they shoot him? Like, it's like 18 or 19 times in the back. Like, he's like, why didn't nobody, and mind you, he's 9 now. So this had to be at 7.
Wow.
So I'm like, whew, how do you explain that to a kid?
Right. You're going to an event. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to.
So I was like, I had to sit there and talk to him for a while, kind of calm him down. But I could have never imagined that that's the conversation I'm having with you at 7 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think the internet, what else you think he's found on the internet that you were kind of waiting to tell him? Because it seems like he's very, very inquisitive. So you might as well just go ahead and get it out. You might as well go ahead and get it out.
He's super smart. He waits though. He'll hold information and then he'll ask you later. Inquisitive, he'll keep it and he'll when he's ready to have a conversation, he'll bring it up. The kid is something else. In fact, he probably will see this. He's like, you be talking about me to people like he's something else, okay?
Does it, knowing that he is so inquisitive, understanding that the internet is forever, does that make you more mindful of the things that you post? Does it make it more mindful of the things that you say? Because there's going to be probably, if you say it, you are Angela Simmons.
Yeah.
If you say it, if you post it, it's going to be on the internet and he'll be able to have an opportunity to find it.
I feel like I've always kind of been mindful of everything I say and who I am and what I do. And so like, I don't feel like there's information out there that I will be like, I'm not proud of it. Okay. You know what I mean? Or I wouldn't have a conversation with him about it. Like this was this at this time. So I don't feel like I have to put an extra like layer of filter because like I am who I am. You know what I mean?
If you think your family got drama, wait till you see Little Brother on Netflix. You've got John Cena, this big-time real estate superstar whose whole perfect little life gets turned upside down when his wild little brother, played by Eric Andre, come crashing back into the picture. And trust me, Eric Andre is complete chaos. This thing has everybody in it. Michelle Monaghan, Chris Maloney, Ego, Wodum, Sherry Cola, straight comedy heavyweights. This movie has outrageous moments, R-rated physical comedy, crazy situations, but it also has heart. That's what surprised me. You're going to laugh a lot, but underneath all that madness is really about family, pressure, rivalry, and trying to hold your life together when everything goes off the rail. And if you've ever watched them luxury real estate shows, they're having fun. That world too. Make sure you check out Little Brother, June 26th. That's my birthday. Only on Netflix. I saw a video of your son riding with your dad in the car.
Yes.
How influential and how helpful has your father been in helping you raise a son?
He's great when it comes to advice. Like I'll call him about anything and his advice is always like right on time. And my son is so cool because he has his own relationship with each grandparent. And so my dad and his relationship's really cute and fun. And when we go over there, my son loves cars and my dad knows that. So ever since he was like literally like, come on, let's get in the car. And so he'll ask questions about the cars and all that stuff. So they have a really good relationship.
You were in a relationship, a public relationship with Yo Gotti, and he tragically lost his brother to gun violence. And it's something that, going through, and unless someone has been through it, it's kind of hard to to know what that person is going through. But you had been through it. The son of the father of your son had tragically lost his life. So you guys were able to talk about it on a level that maybe not a whole lot of people would have been understanding. So how were you able to because it's tough. A family member, like you said, when you got that phone call, so you can just imagine him getting a phone call that his brother had lost his life.
Yeah, I think out of respect for his family and everything, I don't really want to discuss stuff around stuff like that.
Okay, that's good. I'll tell you what you do want to discuss. Memphis. It's been in the news a lot lately, from the NBA players talking about the hotels and the accommodations. And I'm assuming, God is from Memphis, that you didn't stay in a hotel when you were in Memphis, but the cuisine and the nightlife and what it's like. give the people a glance, because, and what I was trying to tell people, you got to understand, these guys make 30, 40, $50 million a year. They're used to staying in the Ritz and the Four Seasons and the Montage and these palatial estates. The Hyatt, Best Western, the Days Inn ain't gonna cut it for them, even if it's only for one, Luther Vandross, only for one night. Talk to us about Memphis. You spent some time in Memphis. You know what it's like, the dining, the nightlife. What's it like?
I would just say, I've spent time there. Even before him, I would go there for work and for signings and different stuff. But I would say food is good. It's just that I'm vegetarian, vegan.
Ah, man, you can't go to Memphis no damn vegetarian. You need to go to California.
So for me, I can say the sides. I found good sides, but they looked at me like I was crazy, like, oh, you don't eat no meat. We ain't got nothing for you. So I don't know if y'all want to hear my perspective on food in Memphis, but hey.
So how long you been vegetarian?
Oh, man. Since probably 15, 16, 17 years, I stopped.
Your dad's vegetarian?
No. Okay. But it's been a long
So how did you decide to go vegetarian? I mean, what was it about?
Started with my uncle when I was okay. 10 or 11. He was like, watch this video. So I watched this video of all these animals and I'm like, I don't want to eat meat no more. But then I was living at home and I'm like, yeah, it's not going to happen. They're cooking meat and I'm eating what's being served. And then finally, for me, what happened is I moved to California with my sister, and I was I met my trainer, started working out, and I'm like, oh, I got to eat better. So I started eating better, and then eventually I ate this piece of meat, and I didn't feel good no more. And I said, you know what? I'm done eating meat.
Right.
And it was that simple, because I remember my uncle saying, I was like, so if I want to be vegetarian, what I got to do? He was like, do you like rice and beans? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, so you'll be good. I'm like, that's not going to fix it. But I did wind up just cutting out meat at that point and not eating meat anymore.
So you don't eat meat, period. You don't eat fish. You don't eat chicken. No meat.
Nothing.
Wow. What about eggs?
Not currently, but I do eat eggs, but not right now.
Milk?
No milk. I try to stay away from dairy, but I do like pizza.
Dang.
Yeah.
No, I'm good on that. I'm gonna have to.
What you mean?
I'm good on that. I gotta have that.
I can eat all the sides at steak restaurants and.
No, I want a steak. You see, you didn't say sides restaurant. You said steak restaurant.
But you eat all of the the garlic mash and the greens and the.
But they be putting fat back and all kind of stuff. They be cooking with
not in all of them.
Yeah, they do. And I do be tasting good.
I'm not eating no fat back.
You be tasting good. You be eating collard greens with turkey necks, no smoke ball down in it.
No.
What about you were on the Breakfast Club and they was talking about your Memphis accent. When you go I don't know how long you were there, but how did you intentionally pick up that, or just damn, I'm just riding. This is how everybody talk.
I didn't even realize I had the accent. I just think because I'm with somebody so much, you just pick up their accent unintentionally. Right. I'm so New York that people always your accent is so New York. So then when the Memphis of it all, I was like, do I sound like I'm from there right now? I didn't even realize.
Right. Posting on social media, how long, or is there a timeline in which an individual dates someone before they start posting them online? Is there a set time? Is it immediately? Is it 6 months? Is it a year? Is it never? We keep stuff private. If we date in private, we can, break up in private. If we date publicly, we're going to probably break up in public. Is there a set time in which a person should post someone on social media?
Let's see. I would say, there's no specific time. I think it depends on the person, the individual, and who you're dating.
Right.
And what you want to do. If you want to be private or you want to be public, I'd suggest you at least get to know the person some before you go posting them. Otherwise, you'll find out some information, I'm sure. In this day and age, if you doing something stupid, it's going to come back some way, somehow through social media.
Right. You mentioned get to know that person. That you don't believe there's a set time, but make sure you know as much as you possibly can before you start posting that person, because the last thing you want to do is post that person and then somebody else posts, well, we got pictures with him just yesterday.
They got 5 girlfriends and now you looking stupid. Dang, why I put you up that quick? Right. I'm in love and so are y'all.
When you break up with said individual and you got stuff on your feed, do you remove it or do you leave it?
I mean, it depends.
How far back is it? So if it's 20, let's just say
you can't go all the way back and find it. I'm not gonna go down my whole timeline. Sometimes it takes too long to get back.
Delete.
For the most part, if I see it, I can get rid of it.
Right.
Yeah, if we want to go ahead and just get rid of archive and just move on, then yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
How about this? How long are you in a relationship before you introduce someone to your son?
I prefer enough time that I feel like that we're actually going to be a thing, because now my
We
son,
locked in. We here.
my son's inquisitive. Like I said, he looking over my shoulder at my phone. I be like, dang, back up. He like, he be in my business. So, but it gotta be like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like, we gonna be together.
Does he ask you, Mom, when are you going to start dating again? Mom,
I'm going out, he'd be like, you gonna meet someone? I'm like, will you leave me alone? I'm just going out. Or like, he's curious.
Nah, I'm just going to get tofu.
Not tofu. I don't even eat tofu.
Oh.
I know the list shortens. Don't worry. I'm not it's real simple what I eat. I like Thai food though.
Oh, you like Thai food?
Yeah. There's good
Like noodles?
noodles, the broccoli, there's veggies. There's tons, I promise. It sounds like it's a short list, but it's a long list.
Help me understand this. Why do you think people are so invested in celebrity relationships?
I don't know. I don't have that answer. Do you? Because I really don't know.
I don't
really have that
You know
answer.
what? I think a part of it is, and I think the reason why, especially when celebrities do TV shows,
Yeah.
I think the average person wants to see how similar or how different my life is from theirs.
Yeah.
I want to see, man, you know what? Angela Simmons wake up just like I do. She go brush her teeth and wash her face just like I do. And she goes, because they want to
could
see
be
how
that.
similar their lives or unsimilar their lives are to what.
I can see that. Like seeing the similarities
Yes.
in someone else that's similar to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just like, got a little fame.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I think that's really what it is, because there ain't no reason.
Sometimes people root for people, I say, with the relationships.
Yes.
Maybe they get invested because they want to see it. Because I'll
hope
run
they
across
make it.
people and they like, I hope y'all be together or whatever. You
Yeah,
be like,
yes,
what?
yeah.
What you got to do with this? But it's the hope, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of over the last couple of years. There's been a lot from how much you spend on the first date and where you can take someone on the first date. And it used to be, I growing up, it was like Applebee's and Hula Hands and TGI Fridays, and now it seems to be, we got to go to Del Frisco's, or we got to go to
Del
Mastro's, or we got to go to Steak 40. I'm like, well, damn, because if you start way up here, where do we go? Where do we go from there?
We could keep going.
Ain't but so high. I mean, okay.
We can go to Italy next to get some pasta. There's always somewhere else to go.
Chef Boyardee.
I mean, there's tons you can do.
Angela, if you start off with that, where do you go?
Well, you can start off simple too. We can go to Waffle House.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Get
You
you
ain't going no Waffle House. Stop it. See, there you go. You just throwing out
I
stuff.
like waffles. I like waffles and grits and the potatoes. And when I eat eggs, I like the eggs.
Oh, you know they put in grits, though.
Not at the Waffle House. It's just, what?
They got butter and everything up in them
Excuse
grits.
me?
Yeah, they got butter in them grits.
You said blood?
Butter.
Oh, I said,
No butter.
Oh.
Lots of it. And you know they cook everything on that
The
grill?
butter ain't gonna kill me. No, I don't know. I like I like the waffles at Waffle House.
But I mean,
But so you can start there. It's all about
you see they had a list, and it was like the 50 places you don't take somebody on the first date,
Where's
and it was
one
like
of them?
Waffle House and Cheesecake Factory and
Who made
TJ.
this list?
Y'all did.
I didn't make that
Yeah,
list.
y'all did.
I ain't got nothing to do with that list.
Women.
No, don't women.
Cause
me.
you see that on the internet, she don't want to get out the car cause he going here. That's a chain restaurant. I don't do chain restaurants. I do
I
single.
mean, as long as we're building up to something. What if we started at the Waffle House and you did something really nice and you did the flowers and you had a conversation?
Who get flowers going to the Waffle House? Damn.
You should get that regardless. I really think that is the most simple thing. I mean, you could go to a store and get flowers. You can order
So
them.
you want the man showing up, so he come pick you up. You want him as soon as he. Here you go, my look, beautiful.
He should have pre-sent mine, but I'm just saying that there are.
Come on, see that's what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying he should pre-send mine. Like I like a lot of them, or the forever flowers.
Oh, you like the forever flowers?
I like both because I like options. So the ones that
So you see-
are
hey,
alive, and then the ones that you can leave on your table. And I'll always remember you sent me those.
So anytime you go out, you want your man to already have sent you flowers?
That would be nice. That's really thoughtful. And see, I'm not even asking for a gift there. I'm saying flowers. It's just thoughtful. There are so many places you can get flowers from.
But I'm just saying, Angela, you going out at least once a week, twice a week.
I know men that give their wives and their girls flowers every week and send like a lot of them. I do.
What if I'll tell you what? How about this here? Because I used to, when I was in California, I would have flowers sent to the house because I like flowers too. Have a nice arrangement sent. How about if I just send you an arrangement? Send you an arrangement once a week.
That's nice. That's so thoughtful. If somebody just hit send on auto reset and you just keep, why not?
Okay.
I don't think that's bad. You think that's a lot to ask for from a guy?
No, I don't.
I feel like that's like super thoughtful, just little cute little notes and stuff.
But those $300 a week add up quick though.
It do. It get there, but then you can always
see, you said it do though.
You can always replace it with something else, but it's just the thought that counts. I don't know. There's always just being thoughtful.
Oh my God. So you a gift gal, huh? You like gifts, huh?
That's the love language. Absolutely.
That's your love. That's a love
One
language.
of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. I am a hopeless romantic person.
I hope you find somebody that's able to provide that lifestyle for you.
I've experienced this.
Yes. But and that's the thing. Once you get to that, I don't see ain't no way.
Okay, you ain't going back down.
You're not. You're not. And I think this is what happens when they date athletes, celebs, or entertainers. Once you get in that lifestyle, once you've gone to Santorini or you've gone to the Maldives or you've been on a private jet or you've gone to this all-inclusive.
You don't want to go back.
The dude, he might be the man of your dreams, but the best he got for you, a trip to Miami.
That could work though. You can make it work. There's
when you
so many
go
ways
to the Maldives and Bali and you stand on those bungalows that's overlooking
Depends
the
on
water.
where we go in Miami, because there are a lot of amazing places in Miami.
Which one better than the Maldives?
I mean, it's not better.
And the Four Seasons at the Maldives where you're overlooking.
Well, okay.
Exactly.
Okay, I understand where you're going with this.
And you've been on a private jet, Angela.
Of course.
I'm saying once you've been on that and you just pull up, you ain't got no airport, you ain't got no TSA.
Once you've been on Emirates, the first class.
That's where I want to go.
I love that flight.
Emirates, they say
you haven't done that one yet?
No, I haven't.
That's
Singapore,
so amazing.
They got like
Singapore looks amazing. The beds.
Yes. I got to do that.
The Dubai one is like the trip is on the plane to me. Like sitting there, you order food as many times you want.
Yes. Yeah, you got a little bed, you got a little recliner.
Pajamas. It's more than a recliner. That's a full bed.
I think I might be able to do.
It's
Because
nice.
I hate being on the plane.
And then they got the bar in the back. You get up and walk around. It's fun.
You been on it?
Yeah, a couple times, a lot of times. It's
Damn. God dang. I
want to go back on it. I think that's a good idea.
I mean, I just do Delta first class.
We use that. Delta first class is great. Delta One.
That's all I got. I ain't got no Emirates.
Delta One is good.
So, there's been a lot of talk, stipends. Do you believe a man should give his girlfriend stipend?
I've seen that conversation going around. It depends on the level of your relationship, but I don't see nothing wrong with a man taking care of a woman. Like, I think a woman can go out and get hers, but I think a provider is a provider.
Right.
I believe in the era of men being providers.
So you like your guy, Angela, go get your hair done, I got that. Go get your nail done, I got that. Go to the spa, I got that. You like that?
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, is this a monthly thing? How often? I mean, is this like, okay,
I think if I'm with you, you're like my man, monthly for sure.
Monthly?
Yeah. Why not? I think I live the life I live without a man, right?
Okay.
So it's like,
so he got to maintain the life that I have.
why not? We doing this together, and we're gonna build an empire together too. So it's like, I think, why not?
But the people don't.
I don't need you to do it. You don't have to do it.
People
but
don't
it's
see
a
all
good
these
idea.
people that you walked in and that we keep cutting and they doing your hair and doing your makeup and the manager somebody leave your hair alone.
Leave your hair alone.
But
it takes a village. Like to people don't see what it takes to like maintain and do what you do behind the scenes. So it's like you and your man, when you come together, like y'all supposed to do that together.
But how do you I'm just trying to figure out how do you have this conversation? Because I know like sometimes some things that you just do naturally, like, babe, you know what? Hey, you've been working hard. Hey, go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go get this X, Y, and Z. We going out tonight. But I don't know. I don't, because I'm working so hard. Sometimes I would lose track, and I'm not even really thinking about it. I'm like, damn, she's been working hard too, and I haven't done some of the things that I probably need to do. So do you remind him? I mean, is that something that he should be reminded of his own?
I think if you're locked in long-term relationship, marriage, or whatever it is, like, babe, this is what I'm gonna give you per month. Like, do what you want to do with it. Damn. What? I think it's the truth. I think, like, hey, babe, this is.
So credit? You want cash or you want credit card?
However you want to do it.
God dang.
However you want to do it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like, especially when you like a woman, like a boss that goes out and gets her own and does it anyway. Like, that's like dope. Like, your man providing and you can do it yourself too.
Let me ask you a question. You do for your man?
Yeah, I love doing for my man. Like, going, getting things and surprises and things and remembering stuff he likes, and I like stuff like that.
So, when you go out, when you were dating, did you ever treat the man? Did you like, baby, put that away?
If they allow me. Like, I don't think a lot of the times they're not gonna let me just take the bill. It's not gonna happen. Like, I wouldn't even dare. It's like almost rude for me to take my.
No,
but I would.
Sometimes I just want to see. I just want to see you go. I just want to see someone go in their person like. I'm
pretend.
The
awkward moment at the table. You
even
just
if
the inching over.
Even if the car gonna get declined.
just try.
I just want to see. I just want to see you. I just want to see you do it.
Yeah.
Because more times than not, I probably already taken care of it.
I'm already ahead of it. Yeah. Let me just see that you trying.
That's it.
I like when people try.
That's it.
Effort is important.
See?
I get effort.
Oh, my girl, Young Miami, I had her on here, and she was unbelievable. She said a man needs a minimum net worth of $100 million to date her.
I don't see nothing wrong.
100?
Hey, she go and she get her own stuff, and if that's what works for her, that's what works for her.
Angela, do you know of 8 billion people, do you know how many men in the world have a net worth of 100 million?
But they out there.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You do realize when you start saying, okay, I want a man 6 foot tall. I want a man that's educated. I want a man that likes to travel. Okay, we starting out like this here.
It gets smaller.
So guess what? When you get all the way down to 100 million after all those others that you want, it's like this right here. But all the while, that man that has all those qualities that you want, guess what he has to want?
What?
You.
It's a fact. I mean, you got to want each other.
See? Me? I mean, I wish you think a guy out there like, you know what? Woman got to have a net worth of like 50 mil. She to see me. She need to want to travel. She need to want to be on the balcony.
Are men that specific? Are you that specific?
No, men are different.
So what's they're more simple?
Yes. Men are more times than not, men are in the looks. Really? Because a man can find a nice looking woman. She could be at the bus stop. He gonna pull aside and try to holler at her.
Really?
Women ain't. You could be 6'4", chiseled up, ab, model, Tyson Beckford. Who I saw this nice looking guy at the bus stop, child, but he on the bus stop. and pull
right by him.
And stepped on the gas to make sure she didn't stop.
Yeah. Straight by.
See, your mom and people, your mom and your grandma, they ain't think like y'all. See, y'all done changed the game, Angela.
But the game has changed.
Nah, the game ain't changed.
Yes,
the game.
It has.
Love is still the game. Love, I gotta love.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
getting weird out here. It's
getting
weird.
Mean?
It's just different. Times have changed.
So what's changed about it? Okay, I tell you what. From work now, with you dating now, to when you were dating, say 20 years ago.
Oh, Jesus. That was a child. That was a long time ago.
So from now,
I just feel like it was just different. Like when you think of like love from like my parents' era, it was more like Marvin Gaye, like let's stay together. Like now it's like people give up quicker.
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Too many options.
That's terrible. But all the options are not better than the last one.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. But you got to realize your parents they didn't be able to stroll and see what's going on in my
they would have had to go out and figure it out. And it would have took a while because you can't just...
Yes. You didn't know what the women looked like in Miami unless you was in Miami. You didn't know what the women looked like in New York or California or Vegas or Arizona unless you were in those places.
Whole other country. Social media had you connected.
God, man, South Africa got the fangs over there. Hey, we are.
True. On a plane.
Yes. Now we touching down in Joburg.
Yeah, that's true. That is the social media has it where you can meet anyone.
And everybody is a plane ride or a car drive away. It used to be
That's
like,
crazy.
this was never in your wildest dream did you think you could.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm still old school love that.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
I mean, some people have met there forever like that.
They did.
But it just makes dating more difficult, I think.
It is. Could a guy slide in your DMs and you take him serious?
I could think about it. I would have to go to their page and go down a rabbit hole and figure out.
So no, you go to that. You go to their page and like, let me see.
It's exactly what I'm doing. I'm sending it to a couple friends. You know who this is?
Yeah.
Do you know anyone who knows this person?
Has he been in your DMs? Has he been in anybody's DMs?
I need to know everything. My team, we do our own investigating. Figure out who's who you know.
I saw that they say women are better investigators than the CIA. See, y'all could have.
I can't tell you no.
All the president had to do was hire y'all. Y'all have been done got Bin Laden. Y'all have got Bin Laden about 20 years ago.
Yeah. I try not to be. It just comes to me.
India Love says she doesn't like when men complain about the price of things, want things to be cheaper. Are you the same?
I don't think there's a reason to discuss the price. Why would anyone complain?
Man, cause y'all be wanting. You come here with YSL on the heels. Stop that. What you mean?
But that's okay. If you're worth it, like, you know what I mean? Like when you are a woman of high value and you add value.
I want a Kate Spade budget.
Okay, well.
Kate Spade and Coach.
There are options. I think Coach has great, there are things, there are options. Yes. Everyone is in certain brackets.
But you're at a level now. I just don't see a situation, Angela, where someone, and as much as you might love that person, you've established a level. I don't see you moonwalking backwards. Because like you said, you can do for yourself. I can't have a man that do less for me than I do for myself.
Yeah, but I love too. So like, it depends. Like I need to meet a man that is highly ambitious, on his way somewhere, doing something with his life. Like I'm very like.
He's on the way to the pizza parlor. Did that count?
I'm open. I like great people.
You know what, Angela? You doing all the talk about I'm open to great people.
You don't believe me? I do. I like great people.
But I'm looking at your dating pool.
What'd you see?
The guys out there, they might be great people, but they got great pockets.
Well, we're ambitious, equally ambitious. We both are hustlers, I'm sure, if that's what happened there.
Okay, how about this? Could you date a man that make less money than you? But you love him, man. He's everything. He's God-fearing. He
But is he insecure? Because a lot of the times that breeds insecurity. So if I said yes, and you make less than me, now you're insecure, and now you're dealing with a man that is angry, and then they're dealing with you a certain way. So it depends on who you're dealing with. I don't want that. So, and then they're like always questioning, oh, why are you with me then? Bro, I don't have time for this. So
but that's what y'all do. Y'all do that to us.
No, we're going to ask you, why are you with us?
Exactly. See? You just did that.
No, I'm saying that. It's something you ignite. Obviously, like if a woman's asking you why you with me, sometimes for me, I'll speak for myself. I like to ask a lot of questions.
Why you
I'm a Virgo and I ask a lot of questions.
I
love
that.
answers.
You could be with anybody. Why?
I won't ask that, but I'll just be like, babe, why are you with me? Why do you love me? I want to know. If you didn't already tell me, I just want to know. And then tell me again, remind me, because I'm going to remind you I love you.
Yeah, Angela,
what?
Why do I have to remind you?
Reminders are good.
He done reminded you he with you. Isn't that reminder every day he wakes up with you?
That's nice, but if we've been together years and I just want to know, like, hey, why you love me still? I don't like, and it's not like...
Because you haven't asked me for one of those expensive vacations in a long time.
No.
With the prenup.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, okay, yours is yours. What we accumulate together, okay, we divide that up. But you see a lot of times that sometimes the one waits until the umpteenth minute and try to put pressure on them. The wedding is a week away and we still haven't agreed to anything. And the wedding gets called off, it gets postponed.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts?
I mean, I think those conversations are important in the beginning. Like,
yes.
You want to walk into a marriage. What do you I feel like asking your partner, like, what do you think about the prenup? How do you want to do it? Mm-hmm. And if y'all don't agree, it's important.
Then what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because don't you? I mean, I would assume now, Angela, you're dating with the intent. I mean, I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, correct me. But I think at this juncture, I think a lot of times you're probably dating with the intent to be married. Correct?
100%. I have no time for games.
Okay.
Date to marry.
Yeah. So see, if they ain't coming correct, you're like, okay, you ain't gonna waste.
We wasting time.
We wasting time.
I would just say forget it. No point. Like, we have to be on the same page, whatever that is. And I also believe in meeting in the middle. Like, okay, what is your middle? What's my middle? Where are we comfortable with it? We love each other this much. We want to do it. Like, what is it? So it's just figuring out what that looks like. I'm gonna figure it out, kind of like gal. Like,
you'll figure it out on the move, or we gonna figure it out before we go any further?
No, we need to figure it out. No, we need to figure it out before we go any further. We're not gonna wait till later, and then I'm too far in.
But we figuring it out.
No.
We can't figure. I can't figure it out unless we move it.
Figure it out, not ing. Let's figure it out.
No,
now.
we figured it out. We drive and figured it out. We ain't stationary.
All right, well,
I ain't gonna be able to drive.
When it comes time to sign them papers, don't change your mind. Whatever we decided on, that's what we decided on.
Okay. How soon before someone gets to meet your dad?
I like to tell my dad, like, when I really feel like, oh no, I'm falling in love, let me go ahead and tell my dad I'm falling for this person, or I like them or love them already. Then I give it a little time. It depends. Like, if I'm already in the relationship with you, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, it depends how serious it gets.
Right.
Like, or if you were somebody that's been around my dad kind of knows about, then I'll be like, look, Dad, like, I'm feeling him. Like, I'll just like let him know, and then, when time permits.
Have you ever been in a relationship, your dad like, I ain't really feeling him like that, baby?
Like, my dad's so cool. Like, he always is like,
He let you figure it out, huh?
or he'll ask me about the person and I'll give him information, or I'll ask him his opinion on stuff, but he's never like pushed me away from what I want. He's like, his biggest thing, and my dad will write me this a million times, are you happy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's his biggest thing, is making sure that I'm happy. So if I'm happy in it and he feels like I'm good, then there's nothing else that he wants more than that.
Do you think your dad has a favorite of the ex you dated?
He hasn't quite said, but yeah. I'm sure.
You have an indication.
I'm sure everyone has their favorites.
Right. Would you shoot a shot at a man? Or the man has to come to you?
What kind of shot?
I mean, you let it be known that you're trying to holler at it. Or are you old school, like, hey, nah, you come to me?
I'm not against non-traditional ways of having a conversation. If I think the guy's interesting and I like him, I may like give hints.
Okay, what kind of hint you giving? I mean, you do it, considering, you try to shoot shots because you've been bothering his hair all day.
No.
Yeah, you've been bothering his hair all day. So what kind of, you like?
Light suggestions, like maybe we should go do dinner or something, or maybe we should meet up, or let's, connect or something.
You hear that guy? And so if you say, hey, maybe we should do something.
I keep it light. Because like, if you're not feeling it, cool, I ain't pressed.
Right.
Move on. But I prefer not to. I would rather the man be the man, but I'm not against, like, if I think that the guy's like, interesting.
I think there might be something to it.
Yeah, like let's meet up, because maybe we meet up and I don't even like you.
But you do know, like, sometimes, like, you are Angela Simmons, and sometimes guys might be intimidated by who you are.
Really? I've heard this stuff.
Yeah.
So what? Like,
it's not. I don't think it's as easy as people think. Everybody's like, "Well, I just shoot." Nah, sometimes you're like, "Damn." What? Hey, what? What? You know? Get out of my face. You know my name, Angela. Talk about what's your name.
Sometimes they pull to act like they don't know who I am.
Yeah,
like,
and you like, oh.
And that's okay. I'm. If you don't know me, you don't know me. I don't necessarily think everyone knows me. I don't walk around like, you must know who I am. You might not.
So, but do you play along with it, like, oh, I'm Angela, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm always introduce myself.
Right.
Yeah.
But I always do that anyway, and people are like, oh,
we know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, but I'm just telling you my name just in case you don't know. I'm
not arrogant enough to believe that everybody does know who I am.
That's how I am. I'm gonna tell you my name.
Yes.
Every time.
See, I like that. The truth. I read somewhere that I think it's like maybe it was 65% that women in a relationship still have a backup man or a backup plan.
I don't always have a backup plan. I don't think that's always true. I have heard of that. I think in the back of some women's mind, they like, if this don't work, I might go.
Well, it ain't gonna work. You already think about it. It ain't gonna work.
But for me, like, when I'm in, baby, I'm in.
All in.
Locked in. Not even looking left or right. I don't even think nobody cute. I don't want to. I'm just gonna stay right here so that I'm focused on my relationship.
You all about your man then, huh?
Huh?
You all about your man at that point.
100%. I'm locked in.
Okay, I like that. If you're where are you on dating men with kids? You cool with that? No?
I'm not against it. I'm a woman with a child too.
Right.
You know what I
Yes,
mean? Like,
yes.
but I've never been against it. Even like prior to having kids, if somebody had a kid, I was not like, no. I'm just big on as long as everything's, good in your area and life.
So you worried about the baby mama hobby?
I don't want drama. Too old for drama.
Yeah.
Keep it away.
Right.
If you got a baby mama that thinks she's your girlfriend still or whatever, let's not.
But no, baby, it's not like that. I've tried to tell her, like, we've moved on. We've got to raise this child together. And somehow she,
Why is she not getting the memo though?
But it's not just baby mama. So, excuse me. It's just not the women co-parent. Because I don't want to be, because you say. But sometimes, it's hard. When you love somebody, it's hard to let go. Even when they say, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. See, relationships are easy to end if you're the one that's ending the relationship. It's never easy for the person that's getting broken up with.
That could be true.
So, somebody's like, I want to move in a different direction. I don't like
still.
Yeah, and they still hold. It's hard. And then I got this. I know for 1,000% certain, I've got this attachment with you forever, but I know I'm going to be in your life for the next 18 years. I know that 1,000%.
That's a real thing. With the kids, yeah.
So,
but it got to be healthy. Like, there's still ways to handle it. Like,
right.
Even if your partner still wants to be with you, it's like, what's the healthy way to make sure that even if they have their thing, like, you still got to handle them a certain way so that they understand I'm not playing.
I ain't
and
gonna
I
let you
got
see
this.
the kid.
Huh?
I ain't gonna let you see the kid.
That's so
You either
deep.
see me, if you don't.
You can't do that. This court.
Okay.
Take it to the court.
The thing is about court are very lenient when it comes to women.
Sometimes, depending on the state.
Now, guy, they knock fire from you. The ladies, we don't want to take the child from its mother. We don't want the child to see his mother being locked up. What about dad? You don't want the child. You want the child to see dad locked up?
No, it's too deep. That's too deep. It can't go. I don't know. I just don't like drama. To me, have that in order. You got to figure out the order. You can't date.
So
someone
before they even step to A, make sure baby mom anything. Your co-parent, make sure it's co-parenting. You doing what's in the best interest for the child, and there ain't no situation where you going over there spending the night and she's under the impression that there's a chance or a likelihood you two can get back together.
There can't be no impression. That's crazy. You can't date me and still have your baby mom thinking there's an impression that we about to be together. That does not make sense. No. Okay. Then you should just be alone or figure out somebody who's cool with that. I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Did you see Nikki Glaser? She was on Call Her Daddy. Nikki Glaser, the comedian.
No, I didn't see it.
She said she likes to see her man have sex with other women, as long as there's not an emotional connection. Don't be sitting there talking about, blah, 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 getting emotionally connected. But, you want to.
That sounds crazy.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about that.
She said it. I don't know.
Hey.
But some women, some people have that type of relationship.
That's far out for me. I don't know about that.
Oh, you still on the traditional. It's me and you, baby.
Told you, old school romance over here.
I mean, that's crazy. If somebody would have said that she was like that, I wouldn't have believed it. But hearing it come out of her own mouth,
it's different.
I was like, wow. I was like, and when you hear people like, oh, they're like that, they blow and this, and you're like, man, ain't nobody finna let their wife or their husband engage in something and they watch. I say, ain't nobody doing that. But to hear it.
People into different type of stuff though. I mean, and you got to find your person that's into it with you.
Yeah.
I don't get too weird. No. That's wild.
Again, you say your son. How long are you in a relationship before someone actually get an opportunity to meet your son? Y'all go to dinner, y'all go to Dave and Buster's, or you do something fun like that. How long are you into that relationship?
I mean, I've realized that I don't think it's always a specific time. It's more about where I'm at with the person, right?
Yes.
If my son sees me on the phone 24/7 with this person, FaceTime and flying out to see where you go, and he's at the age.
Whoa. You fly?
Yeah, I get on a plane.
Damn.
If I'm in a relationship.
Damn.
If I'm in a relationship?
No, I'm saying, so let's just say he's in California and y'all talking blah blah blah, but you're not in a relationship yet. You hop on a plane to go see him?
If we already, I mean, if we're not in a relationship but we're dating,
We talking,
actively.
we talking like, hey, won't you come? Hey, let's just say somebody comes in town, you're out with your girls, and this guy pull up at the spot like, hey, how you doing? Such and such. My name is Bruce. Let's go with Bruce. Bruce.
Okay, Bruce.
Hey, my name is Bruce. What you do, Bruce? Well, I'm in technology, so forth and so on. I'm in Silicon Valley, blah blah blah. What's your name? Your name. What's your name?
Angela.
Angela. Mm-hmm. Hey, what do you do, Angela?
I'm a fashion designer.
Oh, you're a fashion designer. You have any kids?
I have one.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, I like you. I like your smile.
Thank you. Nice smile.
I'd like to get to know you better. I'm only in town for a couple of days, but I was wondering if you'd be interested in coming to Cali to holler at your boy.
No, we can start here.
Ah!
I'm not jumping on the plane that quick. No.
But
Bruce,
I'm talking.
Bruce, you tripping.
No, Angela, I'm talking, but I can't. We're not going to talk the whole night. I want to get to know you
Bruce,
better.
you better fly back to Miami first and take me out here, and then I'll decide if I'm comfortable enough to decide to go anywhere else with you.
So he needs to come back, take you out. Y'all go out to a nice dinner. You go out to Prime. Is that Live? Is it Live or Prime? What's the nice place here that people be going?
I haven't been to Prime in dumb long. We can do.
We come to 11. We gonna come to 11. You want to come to 11?
That's a club though. We gotta.
Okay, no, we gotta go.
No,
we gotta go. You'll go to a restaurant. We gotta go nice because I gotta be able to hear you. I can't be. Hey, you like this place? How long you lived there? I can't be yelling and screaming.
Casa.
Okay.
We can do Casa Nueva. There's still a lot of places.
Okay, there are a lot of nice places.
We'll go to a really nice restaurant.
Okay, we go to a really nice restaurant. Sit across. Am I sitting across from you or are you sitting next to me?
You should definitely sit across from me. I don't know you.
Okay.
Bruce got to sit across. I just met Bruce.
Okay, damn.
Bruce,
Damn, this ain't going quite the way Bruce ain't.
It's okay, big Bruce. Sit over there. Bruce got to sit across.
Okay, I'm sitting across from you and I'm getting to say, you know what, I really enjoy talking to you. I think we have a lot in common. I think it would be really nice if, I came back to see you. I'd really like for you to come see me in my natural habitat as I saw you in yours, and see if this is something that, we both can be amenable to and see where it goes from there.
Right. So Bruce, I think we should continue to talk on the phone and stuff and see what the vibes are. This dinner's been great and all, but I'm not sure that I want to fly to California yet.
Okay.
Eventually though, but just maybe not yet.
God dang.
What's wrong? The dinner's just begun.
No, but I flew out here last week. Now, granted, there was happenstance that I ran into you with your girls, but then I turned around and flew back the very following week from California to come back on a very special trip just to see Angela.
Bruce, you got to go with the flow. You doing too much, Bruce.
Okay. So how many times would Bruce need to come back to convince you, to make you feel comfortable? And then does Bruce need to get you a hotel or are you staying with him?
I'm staying where I live.
You don't live in Cali, do you?
Oh, you mean when I pull up there? No,
Yeah.
I'm hotel for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
hotel.
I'm not coming to your house, Bruce.
Okay.
Bruce got to put me, I'm in a hotel.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. I'm just checking. Do you ever get nervous of meeting stalkers or
Had
people?
stalkers.
You've had them?
Pull up, show up to my house. Years ago, it was one guy just kept showing up. It was pretty creepy, actually. Tried to get a restraining order on him. There's weird people in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear stuff like that, of people showing up, and you saw this situation with Rihanna and ASAP, or you see people and you hear of people trying to jump the fence and Chris Brown
wild.
having stuff. I'm like, people really sick.
I had something like that happen even in Florida one time. I was on a beach and there's a guy who always writes in my DMs to me. And that day just happened to be a random day. I was running on the beach and I'm like, that looked like the dude. I'm far down the beach.
Yeah.
And I see him and it's the dude from my Instagram on the beach.
Did he know you were there?
I didn't even post I was there that day. At all. And he started walking up on me. I had to go get with a stranger, go to the cops. It was a whole thing. But it happens, and it's happened more than once to me before. It's definitely a interesting, scary thing.
Have you thought about the ideal way someone could propose to you? I mean, do you have an idea in your head of what it's like? Or are you in a foreign country? Or does he have the rose petals? Or is he at a big event? Or is your family involved? Have you thought that far in advance how you would like to get that question popped?
I don't see, the thing is, like, if I'm that in love, it could be an intimate moment. It can be a big moment. In my fairy tale head, like, I like big, like, in the sky, and like, I want it big. You know what I mean? Of course, I would want my family to know, my dad to be a part of knowing that you're.
No, I'm going to ask your dad, but he ain't going to be there. That's going to be me.
Bruce.
I'm just saying, I've already got his blessing.
Okay, so you got the blessing.
I got the blessing.
But I would say, like, I would be like, ideally, I love the beach.
Okay.
And I like roses, so rose petals and fireworks. And
would you want your son to be there?
Oh, that would be cute.
See?
I would be open to it. I'm really like, not just the idea of being proposed to, like, by someone I love, to me, like, this, like, more than enough. Like, so, like, however they do it, like.
So just, let's say,
and then the wedding could be fire.
Say for the sake of argument, you guys at the beach, you know, and your son is dressed like him.
Aww.
Got little linen pants rolled up. He's barefooted. Got a little linen shirt on.
Yeah.
And he walks out. He's like, hey, what are you doing here? Hey, Mom. And, you know, just a little chit chat. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, he's down on one knee.
Aw, I cry. I'm a crybaby. When it comes to stuff like that, romance.com. It's so cute. Especially involving my son. That's important to me. Like, my son being a part of it, and whoever I'm with being, like, a part of my son's life, that's, like, very important to me.
Did you see the random man proposing to Keke Palmer? Have you ever been proposed to and said no?
No, I've been proposed to, like, and I did not say no. It was really cute.
Would you say no?
I don't have to. I mean, I hope whoever's trying to marry me know that I want to marry them. If I don't, let's not get there. I don't want to be the one to be like, let's discuss later.
Unfortunately, and you can say no, you don't want to talk about this, but you've been in relationships that were abusive. How do you know? And it's easy to say, just leave. The man put his hands on you. Leave the first time. How difficult is it to be in a relationship that's not beneficial, that's become verbally, physically abusive, and to just leave after the first? Because I've heard women say, that's the first time I did something, I provoked it, and I've never seen that side of him again, and I don't expect to see it again. And then whether it's a week, a year, a month, or however long it's been, it happens again.
I think you just wind up in, like, that situation. It's something that you just don't know. Like, you look up and starts maybe slow, and then it kind of progressively gets, like, becomes more and more and more. And it's a scary place to be in, I think, for a woman. I know for a woman, because the man that you trust, and then the idea of them either hitting you, throwing things at you, yelling at you, it's a very scary place to be. Dealing with that and going through that and have been through that in my life was, I was like, this feels like surreal. Like, I can't even imagine, like, how I'm dealing with it, but it changes you, and it's just so much about that. Like, I think I've done so much therapy behind that stuff that I probably don't even, the way I process it now is so different, right? Because I went through it, and then I came through it, and I had conversations with therapists in life, and it helped me process what was going on, and, you know, not to blame myself, and, like, just, there's so many, like, things you have to go through to get through what that even feels like. But I think what happens with women is, you don't want to leave the person. You love the person, right? So you're like, but that's just a different side to them, maybe. Right. And you hope it doesn't come back out, like you said. And sometimes it does. And then you're like, okay, it's the second time and it's third time. And at some point you have to say, you know what? Enough's enough, and I have to get out of this, and it's not healthy for me. Right. I think sometimes women say because they have kids, or they don't have a way out, or they don't have the means or finances to get out. So they stay, but it's a very tough place to be in. Yeah.
Are there signs that you've been in an abusive relationship before? Are there signs that you look for and say, yeah, I see where this is going now, I'm out of here?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the men are over controlling, or I think the first time like a man gets out of control, like his anger, when a man can't control his anger, that's when you know like it can get to that point or get to that level, you know? So, but I feel like you see the red flags or you see the signs and maybe you may ignore them until it gets to that moment and you're like, you know what? I knew this could happen, but.
You know what? Women have attacked you on social media. How did you learn not to let their comments get to you? Because it's tough because you're like, bro, I would like to think that we're in the same, but we're women. We should probably be stick together. We should probably be united in one front, but probably more women attack you than men.
It's so disgusting actually, but I have learned to just not care. It's such a strong I don't care. And I learned it early on because I dealt with so many people's opinions for so long that I got to a point where it used to bother me when I was young and got to think because I was 17 going on TV and that was the era of the paparazzi. So they're catching all the bad angles of you and they're posting it and everyone had their opinions then. And I was like, this is affecting me. You know what I mean? But I just started to gain the confidence to say, you know what? I don't care.
Right.
And I just stand by it. I let people say what they say and I'm like, block, delete, shut up. You know what I mean? Like to me, you don't matter to me.
Right.
You know?
What is it about that people think, I mean, and I don't think people would say, if they saw you on the street, I think the people that post comments, I don't think they would say that to you if they saw you in person. Because a lot of comments that I get, you know, everybody have courage, have Twitter muscles, and big strong thumbs.
Literally,
it's just hard for me to believe that some of the things that get said to me on social media, that if they saw me in person, they would say to my face.
They ain't gonna say it. Most of the time, they won't.
And I'm just like, you don't even know me. I mean, and you know, and sometimes I think they're like, they want to get a response. They kind of rage bait, or they're trying to get other people on their side to try like, okay,
stupid.
Yeah.
Like I honestly am a blocker and a deleter. That's what I do. I see a comment, this is stupid. Sometimes I want to respond, but I'm like, it's not even worth it.
Right.
You are a waste of my time. Like I have better things to be doing than to responding to negativity.
Right. You've been in a situation, you've been in the public eye for a very, very long time now. Yeah. And you haven't had any surgeries, and based on comments, because I mean, like I said, social media, whoo,
a beast.
You fat, you ugly, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then and people sometimes succumb to that, and the first thing they say, I don't know why you got surgery.
After you was probably the one in my comments talking about, you need to go nip and tuck that, or you need to do, like, what, you told me to go do this, and now I did it, and you like, that was dumb. Yeah. Should have left it alone.
How have you been able to like drown out all that noise and like, I love me. You might not love me or how I look or how I'm shaped or whatever the case may be, but I love me, and I'm not going to let what you have to say influence what I'm going to do with my body.
Yeah, to me, it's my world and you're living in it if you're on my page.
Right.
Like, you're following what I'm doing, then that means you're here. But I'm me, and I love me, and I know what I'm doing with me, but you don't like it, but that don't matter to me.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You here today, gone tomorrow. If I was gone tomorrow, then it's, oh, what a good person. You know what I mean? So it's like, it don't matter what comes out of someone else's mouth to me. Like, if it's negative, y'all can have that.
Right.
I know I am strongly sure of who I am.
Right.
So I don't need them to tell me who I am or tell me what I look like. Yeah, if I gain weight, I know I gain weight. If I lost weight, I know I lost weight. If I put on muscle, I know I got muscle. You know, like, so it's like, you don't have to tell me nothing. I don't engage in it.
You ain't gonna do that Zempic, is it?
Huh?
You ain't gonna do that Zempic, Ellie.
You talking about Ozempic?
Yeah.
I mean, I've done GPL-1s before.
Why?
Because I wanted to. Because I wanted to see like how much weight I would lose, and I wanted
to lose as much as you thought, or more?
Like 20 pounds in like 2 or 3 months.
20?
Yeah, it was at least 20.
Good God!
And then I was like, okay, I want my thickness back. I was like, no, because I work out a lot, right? So for me, just I want to be able to keep muscle mass and stuff. And I was realizing I'm working out and lifting weights, but I'm not seeing the results I want. So
you do realize that being a vegan is not going to help you eat muscle because you need protein, animal protein, to build density.
But I don't want it.
You just said you want it.
But I don't want the meat.
How you going to get the...
I've ate meat before and I still didn't have, so it's okay. I mean...
You do realize is that the texture of your muscle, the density, the oomph of your muscle comes from eating. You know, that's when humans really started to evolve, when they started eating meat.
Protein, yeah.
Yeah. You realize that, right?
I do. I've heard
and you know, animal protein is different than plant-based protein.
I know it's two different things.
Yes.
But I just like how I eat right now.
But you just said you wanted your thickness in your curd.
No, I got it. I'm good. I'm back.
How about this? Business. What have you learned about business? You've been a businesswoman, like you said, since you were 17, 18. Very few people are in business as long as you've been in business.
Yeah. I would say it's forever evolving. And that for me, I've learned so much from the first business my sister and I started to the ones that I've started to what I've seen. It's just forever evolving, and it's important to stay up to date with what's happening and be around people that know more than you. My biggest thing is I like getting information from people who have successfully done things. Okay, so what can I do here? When it comes to even resources in my family, does this make sense? How do I do this? How do I pivot? Does this not make sense? But also being okay with not, some people think you get into business tomorrow, this is going to be how you want it to be. It don't work like that. Mm-mm. You got to stay in that thing.
Yes.
You got to push. You got to keep moving. So being your number one biggest fan, right, and pushing it, because everyone's not going to believe in you every day. And you obviously having the right crew around you that will uplift you, but you got to believe in yourself and push yourself.
What advice did you wish you had or knew before you even got into business?
What advice? I think what I would have wanted to know is the difference between licensing and owning in the beginning when it came to that world. I didn't know because I was so young, but I learned and I'm like, okay, now I know the difference between owning something outright, and I was so young at the time, and a licensing
it out to someone else.
Exactly.
Oh. You did business with Slutty Vegan, Pinky Cole, and obviously she had a little hard time. Seemingly she's getting back on her feet. What did you learn from that situation?
From which part? What situation? Her?
Yeah, her, because at the peak, during COVID, her restaurants, man, what did she have?
She expanded really quickly.
That's what you think, whether she expanded too quickly?
I don't think nothing's too quickly. I think it's just about, sometimes it could be team, it can be who you have around, it can be how it's being managed. There's so many things that go into running a business, and I think that she still successfully, is moving and doing what she needs to do. Some people, that may happen. They be they give up, they stop. And then that's the problem. Never give up, to keep going. And Pinky is a businesswoman, and she's still pushing, moving, got her stuff going. I think she's learning as she goes, like everyone else.
What about the Oreo bathtub situation? Oreo, yeah, we cool with it. Everybody, but what I'm trying to figure out, when did people become so invested in other people's lives? Was it always maybe?
I was just promoting my cakes, Angela's Cakes. So I didn't understand, what the big deal. I guess it was interesting. I was in a tub with Oreos.
Yeah.
But
how many bags of Oreos was it?
That's a real good question. Clea, how many bags was that? You remember?
40, 50?
You remember it. And first of all, it was heavy. I was actually in Oreos.
Yeah.
And I was stood up. It was a whole thing. I was like, help me up.
It's got to be more than it. I was going to say, yeah.
And we might have only not used 8 or 10 of them. I was in there. Our fried Oreos with Slutty Vegan. Yeah.
You like fried Oreos?
I do, actually. Yeah, I do. The first time I had them was at Prime in Miami, actually.
Really? Yeah. They're good.
Ooh.
They're really good.
Just right.
My mom used to work at Nabisco. So,
for real?
Yeah.
How cool.
So I done ate so many Chips Ahoy, Oreos.
You cookied out.
Yes. Ritz crackers.
Stop
Big Newtons.
Oh, you had it all. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. But I like fried Oreos. But were you surprised at the backlash that you received for that? Or are you not surprised at anything now? I think are you to the point now that whatever you do, you realize that, you know what? 50 Cent said something very interesting. He said, look, no matter what you feel about something, somebody is going to be vehemently opposed to how you feel about that.
It's true, though. I think people have their own opinions, and I've learned to just let it ride. That's how you feel. Either I'm sorry for you or great, we both agree.
Right. Investments. Everybody says, you know what, the best investment now is better than the S&P is Hermes bags.
Oh, Hermes, yes.
You Hermes girl?
I like Hermes. We love Hermes.
We do? No, oh, you do?
Me.
Women love Hermes, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But how many is enough?
I mean, it's like owning property. And you watch and look at all your property in your closet.
So obviously you probably started out, you got what? They got the little mini Kelly now. Mm-hmm. I think they got a Kelly 30.
I seen you had something, Hermes, when I walked in here.
Whoa. This ain't about me. I'm interviewing you. I'm interviewing you. Don't worry about what I got over here.
I'm like, you know about them bags.
But I'm saying, you got a little mini, I'm talking about a little mini like this here.
The mini Kellys.
Mini Kelly. Now what, they got a 25, 30?
The 25, don't give me the line, all the sizes, but.
But I mean, now, and so you look at it like, you trying to get the Himalaya?
I have one of them Himalayas, yeah.
You got one?
Yeah, well, yeah.
B.
Will you stop?
God dang.
Will you stop?
You got a Himalaya?
Yeah, I posted it. I got it for my birthday. But not under the glasses looking at me
I know he's still in the picture. I know he's still ain't no way. We forever till death do us part. I spent $400,000. Ain't nobody going nowhere. I'm sleeping on the couch, baby. You have a bedroom until we figure this out.
Not till we figure it out.
Yeah, man. That kind of money, Angela.
What?
You say you got it you said you got it, which means you not with the person Lord, I'm
Not
sick.
you falling out.
Oh, I'm sick. Angela. Really, Angela?
Yeah.
You can leave somebody that gave you that kind of gift. And if he got you that kind of gift, I hate to see, I can just imagine the kind of gifts that he got led up to that.
You're too funny.
Angela, you better go get it back. Don't you let nobody get that bad. That man buying Himalayas.
Not looking around like that.
You don't think that's odd?
What? What's odd?
And if he got you a Himalayan, that ain't the first Birkin he bought. I know a thing or two about men.
Well,
when they go to that level, when they get to that level right there, there's steps up,
how many steps are there in between?
They're probably about 3 or 4.
3 or 4 till you get to that one?
Get to that one.
He started the
Yeah. You probably started playing the
Kelly.
the Kelly. And then, you got the little mini, and then you go to the 30, and then you start getting to the skin. Maybe it's ostrich, maybe it's crop. Uh-huh. But then when you get to the big boy, that's when you step into the house with both feet.
I mean, yeah, they're great bags.
Yeah. Go on and get him back. You gonna get him back. Mm-hmm. It won't be long. Hey, bro.
What is going on? No, stop.
What you mean, no? You better go get that man back. Ain't nobody out there go be better than him to you getting all that stuff. And Birkin, so that means he done bought jewelry. He done, cause for you, like earlier we were talking about, you like flowers, you like, go
thoughtfulness.
To yeah.
Yeah, we like thoughtfulness.
He thoughtful.
Yeah.
Really in depth.
I could see that.
I can see. No, you saw that. You can see it. You saw it. I can see it. You saw it.
You are crazy.
Acting.
Yeah.
You an episode of The Game with Lauren London.
How was that? Saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
Is that what you want to do? You like to do acting?
I like acting. I can act. Yeah. Acting is I actually filmed something. I did a cameo this year that should be coming out. I like acting. It naturally, it's in me.
You want to do more? You want to do more acting?
I definitely want to do more acting.
Have you turned down any opportunities?
No, I don't turn down opportunities to act. Not at all. I have a coach, and when I do something, I like to do it
all the way.
And do it right.
Right.
Yeah.
This video with you boxing Brandy. What's your relationship with Brandy? Because she's back. What? I mean, she just wrote a memoir, and I haven't read it. I'm looking. I'm gonna thumb through it. I want to see. Because look, we grew up with Brandy.
Yeah.
I mean, she burst on the scene. I think she was like 15, 16 years of age, and here she is. This, had this unbelievable career, and she said some things. I think people are kind of upset with what she said, but that's her life. That's her experience.
Right.
How do you get to tell somebody what they experienced or what they didn't experience when you didn't go through that experience?
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone's story is their own story, and it's their unique story or what everybody's been through.
Yeah.
Brandy, I met a while back, and we actually did bond over boxing in New York. And she would come and box with me in New York. And that was so long ago. Like, we used to actually box together. So that was fun. My hairstylist, Nick, actually does her hair as well. So it's a small world.
Right. Mm-hmm. What do people get wrong about Brandy? Because like you have a very intimate relationship. You have a very different relationship with her.
Well, I wouldn't say we're super close right now, but I've been around her numerous times. Yeah.
Now you're into the music business.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in front of the microphone? You want to be a producer? You want to be what? So what?
I am a woman that wears many hats, but I am signed to Rough Riders actually.
Okay.
And the single I just put out, I did a deal with them. So I will be writing, I will be creating, I will be producing, but I also am bringing on. I like to bring on the team that can help me like navigate everything.
Right.
I believe in creative vision, but I have some really dope, incredible people behind me, down to the producers and everything that I'm working on.
I don't know if you noticed, but you was in a situation where you had a guy, he had a little music company.
A what?
He had a music company.
I'm not about to play with you.
I'm just saying.
But I am me too, and I've been doing these things, and I'm born into music as well.
I know you are.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had a guy, one of the hardest,
Are you trying to put me back with him?
I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm minding my black business.
Not my black business.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be back together. Watch.
What is this? Is this a joke?
I give it April. Next 5-6 months.
Where you get this number from?
It's an arbitrary number, but I just feel it.
It's what you feel from me sitting here.
Because I met him one time. I met him when I sat down with Glow.
You
I
feel like we go together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've had peanut butter sandwiches. I've had jelly sandwiches, but I think they're just better together.
Peanut butter and jelly. That's what we're going with.
Yeah.
Kalila, save me.
Nope.
Nope.
She can't.
Please.
You said in the music thing, you wear many hats. You like to write, you like to produce, you like to, sing.
Well, I'm not singing. I am actually, I would say doing spoken word.
Spoken word.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you heard my song?
I haven't.
We need to play that in here. We in the club.
I'm going to go listen to it. So you're a spoken word type of gal.
We should play that for you. We need to play it. Let me get my phone. I'm going to let you hear a little bit of it. You got to hear what I'm doing. You can't even properly ask me. We had You ain't seen my video or nothing?
No. How long has it been out?
Since March 13th.
It ain't even been a month.
Oh, you got to
make it seem like it's been out for like years.
So here it is. It's me.
Okay, that's you.
And we're going to give you a little tester right on here. Where do you go? You need a place to run. So that's Reza. I'm next.
You ain't gonna get this show copyrighted, are you? This you, right?
It's mine. We
okay, because we have to get this cleared, and then you take my whole, Okay.
We're gonna clear it.
Okay.
I'm trying to find which way to go. Do I go left? Maybe I'm just giving you a flavor. I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but. Have you ever ran from the truth? Have you ever ran from your truth? You can't live a lie. It's time to come up out of that. And I was before run to Jada Kiss's part. I got Jada on the song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got some heavy hitters on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We doing music.
Let me ask you this. How did you decide to get into music?
I went in the studio one day, like 2 years ago. I actually have 12 songs I've already recorded, and I'm working on my music project. But I just felt led to go into the studio. And when I went in there, I went with the feeling and how I felt. And like, I've been a fan of music since I was a little girl. Obviously, growing up around it has impacted me. And I just love music. I don't do nothing without music. Like, I like to listen in the morning, night. Like,
so you cook and you listen to music. You taking a shower, you listen to music.
Yeah.
You clean and you cook. Well, you don't clean. You one of the women.
I mean, I like people to help me clean, but when I'm lightly cleaning, I listen to music. But I love music. Like, music is like a part of everything that I do. So when I went into the studio, I just went with the vibes, and I was like, okay, this is what it is.
When your dad, did your dad rap around the house?
No, but I do remember like going in the basement and seeing like his turntables, his gold robes. Like he would always have like the merch around the house. Like I can think back like to the Run-D.M.C.
He still got those fat chains? Those big gold, those big gold.
No, I haven't seen those, but I used to see them and put them around my neck and play with them. Why would I do that? Like I didn't even realize how cool that was.
Women, who's your favorite woman rapper?
Ooh, who do I listen to the most?
Glorilla.
I do love Glow. Well, of course I love Glow.
Glow.
But I I listen to so many rappers. I feel like, let me look at who's my last. You make me think now. I like to pull up exact. I have Lotto's new song on here.
Okay, Big Mama.
Yeah, I like her.
Big Mama about to be out of commission. She about to have a baby.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that. But I love Cardi.
Oh, that look here.
I love me some Cardi B.
I need to get Cardi on the show. Cardi, you watch it? Come sit down with your boy.
Cardi's dope.
I love Cardi B. You can't make me hate Cardi.
She's so
I
dope.
love the way she's so animated. She's so real. I just love the way she talks.
She's a boss. She's a mom. Like she's just so many amazing things. But I really like Cardi.
And I heard her concert's been doing really well.
I'm trying to go. I think she's coming this week here.
Oh, really?
I think so, the 14th or something like that.
Who's your favorite R&B artist?
Ooh, that's tough. I love R&B.
Yes.
I'm on LMA on repeat right now.
Really?
Her album is so like, it's like love. I just love love.
You went viral for wearing a Yankees fitted corset.
Lord.
Are you surprised now?
I just didn't think it was that deep. I'm into fashion, so like, the stylist Mickey Boom, and I was like, I want this New York like nostalgic feeling when I shot the music video for Run To, and I was like, let's think like Tim's hats, and like he came and he's like, what about if we do this? And I was like, I love it. I didn't think it was like crazy that there was 2 hats. Like,
Right.
I just thought it was cool.
Right.
Cause I'm creative, so I didn't think it was a viral moment.
When you wear an outfit and you see said same outfit on the internet when somebody else is wearing it, how do you feel? You're like, yeah, I ain't wearing this no more.
No, I don't mind inspiring like culture or being a part of like fashion moments, and I'm not like looking to do it. I'm just like naturally being me. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, cool, like that's dope.
Right.
Like if I can inspire somebody else, I think it's cool.
You mentioned what made you decide to sign to Rough Riders?
So there's a lot of family history and legacy there, and Wah is family, Janine is family, and I literally went to them with my record, spoke to them, and it was history from there. Your
brother, Diggy, and a lot of people thought like, you know what, it just runs in the family. He's going to be great. He kind of put it down for a minute. Some says, hey, he might have been Drake. We never know. Why do you think he stopped rapping?
I think everything is season by season, choice by choice, and everyone has the right to evolve to whoever they want to be. So I wouldn't want to speak for him. I just think it's just where he wants to be right now.
He gonna be on your album?
I don't know. That's a good question.
When is it dropping?
I don't have a date yet on that.
Okay, well, who's some of the people that's gonna be on there? You mentioned Jada. Who else is going to be on there with me?
So right now, I'm still working on the project, and so I don't have anyone necessarily confirmed, but there are definitely a lot of people I'm in talks with that should be a part of it, will be a part of it.
Is there any surprise guests? So you don't want to talk about it just yet until it happens?
Because I don't have the definite, confirmed, locked in. I don't want nobody to be like, I ain't say that.
The Oreo campaign.
Yeah.
There was a lot of backlash, but there was a lot of support, not only from Oreo, who obviously loved it, but there were a lot of supporters that like, bro, this is great. We love what you did.
Well, the good part is actually Angela's Cakes right this second is actually sold out, and we're re-ing up our inventory. So we're doing extremely well. So it did what it was supposed to do.
Yes.
Everyone
got people talking about it. Yep, taking the cakes, yes. Wow. Miss Angela Simmons.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we really appreciate
it.
Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite unk. And I want to thank 11 Nightclub for having us. We could not have done this without you. So I appreciate the last 3 days and what you've been able to do. We want to thank your staff. We want to thank everybody that was a part of this, that made this possible. The wonderful Marissa that brought us the drinks every day that we came out. So everybody at 11 Nightclub, thank you so much for your hospitality. And everybody at Club Shay Shay wants to thank you because none of this is possible without you. So thank you guys. We really, really appreciate it. And we look forward to coming back down here and shooting again with you guys soon. Thank you very much, 11.
all my life. Been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life.